sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance. Crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand. Living life like we planned. Let's up and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the first Monday night football game of the 2025 season. An NFC North matchup between the Chicago Bears at home at Soldier Field and the Minnesota Vikings visiting their division rivals. And I think a lot of people are sleeping here on the Chicago Bears. I think a lot of people are thinking that the Chicago Bears will be the same Chicago Bears of last season, but I think Chicago will look different. Now, does that mean that the Minnesota Vikings aren't going to play well? Absolutely not. The Minnesota Vikings are a playoff contending team. They were the best team in the division last season. I guess the Detroit Lions were the best team in the division last season, but they were the second best team in the division last season, and they were pretty dang good. Picking and loving what's going on. RS Philippines watching. I see you, my friend. Dusty Attic. Hello. We've got Wade Tuckness, CMC Later, Brandy, Robert, Mucktube, Gary, Donald, Joshua White. What's going on? I see Spike D in the house here as well. We got Richard. I see John Pierce, Ricardo, T-Mac. Cheers, guys. Great to be live another day with y'all. So, good game on tap today. Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings. Who will win this one? 69% giggity believes that this is going to go to the Minnesota Vikings. I'm actually going to take I don't know, man. I have my heart set on the Bears. I want the Bears to win today for whatever reason. Nothing against you guys, Vikings fans. If the Vikings win, that's fine as well. I'm just kind of rooting for Caleb Williams right now. I feel like he just got so much heat last season, but he was set up to fail. They had no offensive line. They had no offensive coordinator, no head coach. Eberflus was not the guy, obviously. But now they've got 3 new offensive linemen up front, and they've got Ben Johnson as the head coach of the team, the man who definitely gave the Detroit Lions a very different look and feel last season. PB&J Cooking, what's up, homie? Thanks for checking into the chat. I'd like to have the Bears get some love this year for sure, says Brandy. Let's take a look at this, guys. Super excited to see how the Bears look with my favorite coach. I do love Ben Johnson. I hope he does well, says Dusty. The Dusty Attic. Let's take a look at the away team first, guys. We're going to start by taking a look at the Minnesota Vikings. So they're coming into this game ranked number 11 in the NFL. You can say that they're number 11. Sure. I think they could be, you know what, that's not too far off from where I see them here as well. Maybe an inch higher. I'd maybe put them at number 10 in my consensus ranking. I guess it's not a consensus, my personal ranking, but here are the numbers for them offensively. This, of course, was with Sam Darnold in 2024. A very new look with J.J. McCarthy this year. We don't know what to expect, but what we did see last season is that this Vikings team was a top 10 team in points per game. They were also a top 12 team in yards per game. Middle of the pack when it came to yards per play, third down efficiency, and red zone efficiency. 9th and 12th in points per game and yards per game, respectively, right there. 24.5 yards per game, or points per game, and 342 yards per game. Those are the numbers for you. You can see the rest of that over here on this left-hand side of your screen. Shout out to Giovanni in the house. What up, Giovanni? Pickin' and Lovin' with the first super chat of the day. Thank you, Pickin' and Lovin'. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for getting us started off on the right foot right now. Kyle Bishop seems to have checked in. What's up, Shania? We got Kyle Bishop and Shania in the house. PB&J Cooking saying, Caleb is trash, but as a Lions fan, I don't know how Johnson will do, says PB&J Cooking. I think this game will be interesting, man. You're hating. I'm telling you, Caleb Williams is a good quarterback. He had a trash, terrible, awful, abysmal season. Last year, he was running for his life. if I know anything about ball, they may not be a playoff contending team, but they will be an improved team for sure this season for a lot of reasons. Pickin' and Lovin', thanks again for that super chat. Jacob B checks in saying this game will be interesting. I agree with you. Owl on the Prowl is in the house. What up, Owl? Welcome back, sir. Okay, so one of the reasons that I have this team up higher than rank 11 is because of how good their scoring defense is. Only allowing 19.9 points per game. Less than 20 points per game allowed, and this defense is basically all the same pieces. Yards per play, guys, they gave up top 10 in here and the fewest yards per play allowed, giving up just 5.3, and they were the second best team defensively when it comes to the third down. So I got distracted here seeing this super chat coming in. Thank you. Living Like Larry saying I'll match that $4.99 and raise you 1 penny. Cheers to you, dude. Thanks, Living Like Larry. Thank you, Living Like Larry. Thank you, Pickin' and Lovin'. Thank you very much, guys. Fist bumps to y'all. Tom, never understood the Caleb hate. He's a baddie. His nails are on fleek, says Tom. Thanks for checking in, Tom. Thanks, guys. Thanks for getting this stream off on the right foot. I feel invigorated. I feel excited. Let's get into this. Let's finish up this defensive analysis here for the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings, again, top 5 in points per game. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Pickin' and Lovin'. Thank you, Living Like Larry. Top 4 in points per game. When it comes to yards per game allowed, 13th in the NFL, giving up 333 yards. We've got these stats here. We'll get into this later in the game as well, but you guys are really leaning heavy on the Minnesota Viking love. Nothing wrong about the Minnesota Viking love, but I think the Chicago Bears need some love here too, man. Let's take a quick look and a glance at the Chicago Bears. It's a bit of a battlefield here. Now, last season, this is why I say you guys are thinking about teams from last year. It's a new year and a new season. We don't even have the same quarterback in Minnesota this year. We don't know what to expect out of that offense. We know that this team here in the Chicago Bears had the worst offensive line of the year last year. They were terrible all season long. They added Jonah Jackson. They added Drew Dalman. They added Joe Tooney to that offensive line. They've picked up multiple players out there as well. We're going to see Luther Burden. We're going to see, again, DJ Moore, obviously the number one. He was 2 receptions short last season of triple-digit receptions. I see a lot of names in the chat checking in. Gladham's, Janet Jones. What's going on, guys? Guppy is in the house. What up, Guppy? We got Joseph checking in as well. Sasha and Savisha, welcome back. Shania, what's going on? Timothy Jet, Beast Mode in the house. What is up, guys? So this literally nowhere to go but up. And I think that this Chicago Bears team will go up starting with this game. A lot of people think I'm wrong. A lot of people will tell you that I am wrong for believing so. Let me actually get the data down here. Scrolling by at the bottom of the screen are the numbers, guys. Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears. This should be an interesting one. And the Chicago Bears are 1.5-point underdogs. It's not even like a big difference here, guys. 1.5-point home underdogs. And this is their chance to go out there and show the world what they can do after such a terrible season last year. 28th in points per game. 32nd in yards per game, literally dead last in yards per game and yards per play. Offense could get nothing done with Eberflus calling the shots. Third down efficiency, guys, 31st, so second to last in the league in converting third downs. When they got inside the red zone, they would score, but it is a small sample size. So do with that as you will. With that little bit of information. If we look at the points per game allowed, much better defensively, only giving up 21.8 points per game. If they can do that, guys, let's just say they hold teams to 21.8 points per game. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say that they can't get just 3 more points per game with the new offensive line, and the new offensive coordinator? I think that just a small increase in offense here, if they can score 21.2, which is literally just 3 more points per game, if they can squeeze out 1 extra field goal off of the changes they've made, made and this stays the same, they will win more games than they lose. It's that simple. Those are just the numbers right there for you. Living Like Larry, shout out to you. Little Crow saying like button smashed. Thank you. See you, Crow. What's going on, bro? Crow Little in the house. Sasha and Savisha saying Bears pretty awful last year. You are not wrong. PB&J Cooking saying Mario, what's up? I'm up right now. I'm excited, man. I'm stoked for this game. Scoot saying no, I've been watching. I'm just late because I was doing something, if that's what you mean. What's going on, Scoot? Thanks for checking in, man. Let's read some more of these comments. Thank you, Crow. Says Brandy, what up, Brandy? Brian Williams in the house. The Falcons are a disgrace to the organized game of football. Falcons fan not feeling good right now after that loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers yesterday. Had a chance to come back and get it done, but unfortunately the leg of Younghoe Koo couldn't quite do it. So what's going on, Lucinda? Thanks for checking in. Maroon Commando is in the house. Pastor Young, I see you. Bear, new day. I'm with you, Pastor Young. I'm shouting it from the rooftops, my friend. Little Iggy says 56-3 Minnesota Vikings. Pickin' and Lovin' saying, letting you know that I really enjoy the commentary and I like listening to you over the game. Thank you, Pickin' and Lovin'. Cheers to you, my friend. Salud. Happy Monday. Monday Night Football, y'all. Shania asking for recommendations right now. What's up, So Nice? Bop It. John Pierce, I see you guys. It's a rebuild year for the Bears. I think the Bears have rebuilt, and I think they're locked and loaded, man. I think they're ready to unleash this team here. Third best team in the NFL when it came to red zone efficiency. This team is intense, guys. This team can play a solid defensive game. Again, here are the numbers. Third in the NFL, red zone efficiency. So opposing teams only converted touchdowns 46% of the time against the Chicago Bears defense. They were a top 12 team in third down efficiency as well, only giving up a 37% success rate to opposing offenses. Now, when you give up 5.9 yards per play, you don't see a lot of third downs. So, again, sometimes you got to read between the lines. Okay, guys, let's go back to the Minnesota Vikings here. We're going to go back and forth for today's pregame. We've got about 15, maybe 20 minutes here until kickoff. 15 minutes here until kickoff, so I'll run through this pretty quick. Got about 15 minutes here until kickoff, so I'll run through this here pretty quick. If I can pull up my numbers. Here we go, guys. We'll start with the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, J.J. McCarthy. He did not play last season. He was supposed to play last season, and they were going to have Sam Darnold on the bench as a backup quarterback. J.J. McCarthy gets hurt in the first preseason game of the year, and we don't see him at all. So for all intents and purposes, J.J. McCarthy is a rookie. He's not a rookie. He is a sophomore quarterback in the NFL, but he is going to throw his first official NFL pass today at some point. So this is why we don't know what we have in J.J. McCarthy. Yes, J.J. McCarthy was a first-round draft pick last year. Same as Caleb Williams. Yes, same as Caleb Williams. But Caleb Williams got some action, and J.J. McCarthy did not. So this will be interesting to see how this flows. Now, of course, you all know Aaron Jones, the longtime Green Bay Packer. He will be the starting running back, standing here to the right side of J.J. McCarthy. We've got Justin Jefferson as the number one target for McCarthy. Does not get better than that, honestly, ladies and gentlemen. On the other side, we would be seeing Jordan Addison, but Addison is facing a 3-game suspension for drinking and driving. So, yeah, no Jordan Addison for 3 games, 3 whole weeks without him. So instead of Jordan Addison, we will see Jalen Naylor wearing number 1 today and Adam Thielen wearing number 19. So, yes, Adam Thielen is back in. Adam Thielen is back for the Minnesota Vikings. That's a true story there, guys. Minnesota Vikings did get Adam Thielen back from the Carolina Panthers. They should have just used one of his old photos from the Minnesota Vikings, but he's back home. He'll probably finish his career here. Great to see Adam Thielen back on the field, though. Hopefully, eventually, they do get back Jordan Addison. He's going to be a big game changer behind on this team. Jordan Addison's a huge piece of this offense, and he will help out J.J. McCarthy significantly should J.J. McCarthy struggle in this first game. He does have Kevin O'Connell as the head coach, and we know that Kevin O'Connell is they call him the quarterback whisperer around the NFL, but hey, so be it. Okay, those are your big kind of playmakers. One that I missed here was T.J. Hawkinson. That's T.J. Hawkinson as your tight end. So that'll make up your point scorers on the first string here for the Minnesota Vikings. The offensive line, guys, we are going to actually not have Christian Darrisaw here. Instead, he's been ruled out. We're going to see Justin School on this left offensive tackle side. We will see at the left guard Donovan Jackson, Ryan Kelly at center, Will Fries listed at right guard, and Brian O'Neill listed as your right tackle. Those are going to be the offensive players for the Minnesota Vikings, and we will bring them up here as they show up on the screen a couple of times throughout this game. On the other side, guys, the offensive side of the football for the Chicago Bears, your point scorers and skill positions for Chicago, starting with Caleb Williams. Last season, Caleb Williams spent a lot of time under duress, and he took the most sacks in the NFL last season, getting bagged 68 times. Caleb Williams was sacked 68 times last season. That was the most in the NFL. That was too shy of the all-time record most sacked quarterback ever in football. Caleb Williams was damn close to that. He did still, regardless of that, have a passer rating of 87. He did complete 62% of his passes last season. He had 20 passing touchdowns. Not as dynamic with the legs as we would have liked to have seen. 489 rushing yards, which is good, but no rushing touchdowns, which is bad. So, Caleb Williams, I think this year will be much more productive with the new offensive line. And I don't normally go through the offensive line early on this, but I feel like I need to bring it up. Braxton Jones going to be the left offensive tackle here for the Chicago Bears. Joe Thuney, two-time Pro Bowler, coming over from the Kansas City Chiefs this offseason to fill in this gap. Do you know how important it is to have a solid left side to protect your right-handed quarterback? That is his blind side back there. That is his blind side back there. So, yes, he definitely needs to have protection on this side, and it doesn't get much better than Joe Thuney. Drew Dalman joining the squad now. Jonah Jackson also joining the squad now. And you're going to have Darnell Wright as your final option. Colston Loveland actually listed ahead of Cole Kmet on the depth chart here as well for the Chicago Bears. So you've got your 5 guys on the offensive line, your big tight end, and Colston Loveland. Caleb Williams, the quarterback. DeAndre Swift, the running back. Not a whole lot of help behind DeAndre Swift, but Kyle Monangai was really good during the preseason. I remember covering the game during the preseason, and you guys were like, that's not how you pronounce his name. It's Monangai. Okay, we got it right this time. But Roshan Johnson is listed as out, and looks like Travis Homer is also on IR. Okay, guys, so DJ Moore on one side. Other side, you're going to have Luther Burden and Rome Odunze. These two guys right here, second-year wide receiver. We saw last night. Oh, my gosh. How about last night's game, bro? How about last night's game with the Buffalo Bills and their comeback? I saw the odds today, and in history, down with 5 minutes left to go by 15 points. The team that was down by 15 points has done it 3 in 2,380-something games or something like that. Like, that never happens, and Josh Allen made it happen last night. But the point of that is that most of the passing yards went to his second-year wide receiver in Keon Coleman. Rome Odunze, a lot of people are super high on Rome Odunze. I am still on the DJ Moore train right now. Options are looking good here for Caleb Williams. So, what can Caleb do with them, asks Timothy Jett. What's going on, Timothy Jett? Angela Waldrop saying, what is it on? It is on Soldier Field. The game is happening on Soldier Field. This game's on ESPN. Let's see. So nice. I see you out there. Laney, what's going on, Laney? Uncle Bob's Carnivore saying the Lions were pathetic. Now I'm broke, says Uncle Bob's Carnivore. Sorry about that, Uncle Bob. Matthew B saying thanks. So Hamat checking in. Hamat saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly. I hope this ends up being an entertaining game." I hope so too, Hamat. Shout out to I Am Tony checking in. I appreciate you, I Am Tony. That's a great comment. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you, I Am Tony. Let's see. Pastor Young saying Rams house in the house. Timothy Jett saying Coleman is becoming his number one without a doubt. Jay Graffin, thank you very much for checking in. I see you, Jay. The Captain Mickey Mouse is in the house. What's up, Captain Mickey Mouse? Ladies and gentlemen, we are still about 10 minutes away from kickoff, so we've got some time right now. Why don't we take a look at the competition on the other side here for the Chicago Bears? They're actually going to be going up against this defense of the Minnesota Vikings. And the Minnesota Vikings defense, guys, they are no joke. This team was the number 3 team for fantasy purposes here, and you saw how good the defense was. Minnesota Vikings, guys, starting with Jonathan Allen on the left defensive end. This is a 3-4 formation. 3-4 formation. Paul E. Veloso, thanks for checking back in, dude. I see you out there. He says, "Be fixed with Football Nation. Let's go." Let's go, Paul. JJ Sword, what up, homie? David Baco's in the house. I see you, David. Okay, guys, we got the usual suspects in here. Rock and roll, man. Let's keep moving forward, y'all. Jalen Redmond going to be your nose tackle. And welcome Javon Hargrave to the right defensive end here. Yes, Javon Hargrave on the right defensive end. Weak side linebacker right now, guys. Weak side linebacker is going to be another new name. This is just an interesting team. This is just an interesting setup here. Hold on, let me take a quick look at some of these numbers. Jonathan Greenard checking in. He was on the team last season, but he had come over from the Houston Texans. So Jonathan Greenard on the squad. You got Blake Cashman here as your left inside linebacker, Ivan Pace Jr. as your right inside linebacker, and Andrew Van Ginkel as your strong side linebacker. Guys, last season he had 50 solo tackles, 11.5 sacks, which was a top 10 player in the league last season. 11.5 sacks from Andrew Van Ginkel. He is going to make life difficult here for Caleb Williams. We'll see what he can do. Now, if we see anyone coming off the corners for your corner blitzes, it would be either Isaiah Rodgers or Byron Murphy Jr. And your 2 safeties in this one, your free safety right here is going to be Harrison Smith. Actually, listed out, Harrison Smith is out for the Minnesota Vikings. So your free safety today is going to be Jay Ward. I don't even know why I had Metellus listed as here. He's actually supposed to be on the strong safety side. So we'll work on it. We'll get that fixed. Okay, let's move on to the other side, the opposing defense for the for the Chicago Bears here. Chicago Bears, these are your defensive players. Montez Sweat, which is a familiar name. You know Montez Sweat. Grady Jarrett coming over here from the Atlanta Falcons. Big, huge, monstrous guy, guys. Grady Jarrett, going to be a difference maker for the Chicago Bears defense. Jervon Dexter Sr. listed as your right defensive tackle. And Dayo Adeyingbo checking in now as well. Dayo Adeyingbo checking in now as well. So, interesting new personnel, 2 new defensive linemen. Dayo Adeyingbo joining the team here, coming in from the Indianapolis Colts. So 2 new people who are pretty dang good people on those sides. Now Tremaine Edmonds or TJ Edwards, where's TJ Edwards? Edwards was just listed as out. So where do I have him listed? He should be on the right here. Sorry, I'm blind. TJ Edwards actually listed out today. And there's nobody behind them at the middle linebacker spot. So we don't know who's going to fill in this middle linebacker spot. DeMarco Jackson, Noah Sewell, probably one of those guys. But Tremaine Edmonds on one side, and you're going to have Ruben Hippolyte the second. I want to say Hippolito, but I know that that's not right. Lisa, what's going on? Slim Faley, I see you, my friend. DeMarco Hex saying back at it again for a second night in a row. What up, DeMarco? Cheers, bro. Thanks for checking in. Timothy Jett is in the house. Slim Faley, I see you. Chicka Slim Faley. Hi, my name is what? My name is who? My name is Chicka Slim Faley. Austin Olson saying, thanks for doing this so I can listen to this game and work. I got you, Austin. Cheers to you. Thank you for checking in. Mr. Austin Olson in the house. Brock Hershey, welcome back, Brock. I thought you were only into baseball, sir. Welcome back. What's up, Brock? Zach Cohn is in the house. What up, Zach? Cheers to you. Thank you for checking in. And I am here for Super Mario games. Love it, Lisa. I love it, Lisa. Here are your two corners. So on one side, left corner was listed as Jalen Johnson. He is also ruled out, so a couple of injury issues here. Robert Samora, member at championship for 20 months. Let's go, Robert. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Jalen Johnson is inactive tonight. That is correct, Alec M. Jalen Johnson is listed as out. On the other side, we will have Tyreek Stevenson, but behind Jalen Johnson, it will be, looks like Nashawn Wright. Nashawn Wright going to be listed as your left cornerback. Two safeties for today, Jaquan Brisker and Kevin Byard. And that makes up the team. Okay, guys, national anthem being sang right now. My mouse moved on my TV screen for whatever reason. Got to make sure I make that adjustment here real quick. 4 minutes until kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. A quick comparison of these two teams head-to-head. Obviously, J.J. McCarthy did not play last season, so there's nothing to compare there. But Caleb Williams, his numbers, 3,541 passing yards, 489 rushing yards. Just 20 total touchdowns last season. All of them through the air, not a single rushing touchdown despite picking up 489 rushing yards. 6 interceptions on the year, completion percentage below 70. 70 is a little high either way, but below 65. You want to see this number go up this year. This needs to change. They will not win games. If they give up 5 sacks today, they're screwed. Best wishes, thank you very much, Mr. Faley. Thank you, Slim. Thank you, Slim. Thank you, Robert Samora, for continuing to be a channel member here time and time again. Okay, Vikings 33, Bears 18, all field goals, says Brock Hershey. Thank you very much, Corey HD. I see your comment up there as well, man. Reading these comments right now. Brian checking in. Thank you for checking in, Brian. He says Football Nation is great. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad you found it too, man. Giovanni saying WE2772. Mr. Mencoda saying, here to give the thumbs up. Thanks, Mario. Marco Santiago, thank you for checking in, sir. CJ saying, duh, Bears. The Bears. This is your quarterback. Head-to-head comparison, guys. Let's look at this a different way. So we don't know what to expect out of J.J. McCarthy. We don't know what to expect out of this new Caleb Williams with a new offensive coordinator trying to force Caleb Williams into new concepts, to cram those new concepts in. We'll see how much of this Caleb Williams can retain on the fly. Defensively, though, these two teams, a little different here. Now, both teams have areas for improvement, no doubt, no doubt. The Minnesota Vikings, though, only gave up 333 yards per game. Meanwhile, the Chicago Bears gave up 354 last year. Gonna be a different story this year, though, with new players on the squad. This team was very good against rushing yards, though, I will say. Minnesota Vikings giving up just 93 rushing yards per game. Meanwhile, the Chicago Bears run defense towards the bottom of the table down there with my Dallas Cowboys. When we look at the passing yards allowed, the Minnesota Vikings did allow a lot of yardage through the air, giving up the fourth most passing yards in the league. Meanwhile, the Chicago Bears, middle of the pack there. Turnovers forced. Guys, the Minnesota Vikings were the best in the NFL at getting the football back in 2024. Can they do it again in 2025? Not only were they the best in 2024 at forcing turnovers, their pressure rate on quarterbacks was insane. Chicago Bears were good last season. They can improve here this year, and I do think they will. Don't come at me. Don't come at me when the Chicago Bears win this game and you guys are going to be all, oh, the Vikings. Just don't underestimate your opponent out here. Running game, guys. Now, you've got DeAndre Swift on one side, but you got Jones. You got Aaron Jones on that side, and you know that this dude is an absolute machine, bro. You know he's going to eat. And Aaron Jones over 71 scrimmage yards, that's very much a possibility here. This team averages 108 rushing yards per game. Most of this going to be generated from Aaron Jones. And honestly, there is no – Sam Darnold had a good handful of rushing yards last season as well. I don't know what to expect out of J.J. McCarthy. I don't know if he's a rushing quarterback or not. Didn't watch enough film on him, so I'm not going to pretend like I did. But we know Aaron Jones can not only run the football, he can also catch passes out of the backfield. He is a pass-catching back. So there's a good chance that we see that happen. Now, he will have competition, and a lot of it this year. Jordan Mason is now officially behind Aaron Jones, and I think that they're going to employ a little bit of Jordan Mason in this game, the Minnesota Vikings rushing offense. I think the Chicago Bears, they're going to have to run with Swift all day, but we'll see, I guess, when we get there. Roschon Johnson is listed as out, and as I said, Kyle Monangai is going to be the other guy out there. Bears' offensive line was terrible, so I think these numbers, if they don't go into this light green color, by the end of the year, I think all of these numbers will be somewhere in this yellow. I do think the Chicago Bears will take a step forward in 2025. As the young kids would say, but I'm not trying to glaze the Bears or whatever. Here is the opening kick to get this game started, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Football Nation. Here's the kickoff, and we're going to get this play started with the kickoff return, and this is going to be a run out to the 25-yard line. Looks like the Minnesota Vikings have the football to start. Let's get everything in order here, shall we? Let's go ahead and get everything in order here. Okay, so 1st and 10 coming up for the Minnesota Vikings, who have the football out, looks like at about the 25-yard line. Minnesota Vikings have the football at the 25-yard line. I'll refresh this one more time. All right, guys. 1st and 10 from the 25. J.J. McCarthy under center. We've got a man in motion waiting for the snap here. J.J. McCarthy from the 25-yard line calls a quick audible as the play clock starts to count down. He takes the snap. He tosses to Jones. Jones around the right will get wrapped up. Picks up about a yard here. Takes that to the 26, maybe the 27. They're going to say he picked up a few more yards than I saw. I don't know why the officials are going to mark it there, but sure thing. Scroll down just a hair. I can get at least one of these. So they're going to call that a 2nd down and 7. After the few-yard pickup here, they're calling that a 3-yard run. 2nd down. We'll start the clock here. 2nd down and 7. Single back formation. Football to the 28-yard line. Minnesota at the 28. Single back, J.J. McCarthy under center. He calls an audible. He's talking to his big tight ends right now on either side. He gets back into the middle. Justin Jefferson lined up at the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap. A little play action. The wind up and the throw on the check and release. A stiff arm out there on the right-hand side, and it looks like the catch was made. Looks like a pickup of a few yards here, maybe a gain of 5. Still trying to get my screens organized here. Give me just a moment, y'all. There we go. Let's get all of this organized because that was a little messy here. So Oliver got the carry on that play. This brings up a 3rd down and 2. The Chicago Bears on defense. Can they get a stop right here, right now? Minnesota Vikings with the football, shotgun formation. J.J. McCarthy waiting for the snap. He takes it from the 33. He is in the pocket. He is chased down. He is wrapped up. He is going to be sacked for a loss of 2 yards right there. J.J. McCarthy goes down at about the 31, maybe the 32, and this will end up bringing up a 4th down here. 4th down coming up, 4th down and 3 for the Minnesota Vikings. Punt team likely going to come out. All right, it looks like everything is set, and it looks like I have my stuff squared away. Looks like I got my stuff squared away. We should be good to go. We are all settled in, and we are going to get the punt team out here for the first punt of Monday Night Football. Chicago Bears lined up to return this one. Here's the whistle. There is the snap. There is the punt. And this kick goes. It will be returned to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35. Still on his feet, down at about the 39. A big return there. There you go. My goodness. Duvernay to the Chicago 39-yard line. And Devin Duvernay gets a big return here. So 1st and 10 coming up for Chicago. The Chicago Bears with the football. Let's see what they can do now. Caleb Williams and company going to come out. J.J. McCarthy in his opening drive. A quick 3 and out. He did complete the one pass that he had. So it is what it is. What's up, guys? What is up? What is up? What is up? Here we go. So shotgun formation for Caleb Williams this time, and DeAndre Swift is standing to his right. Here is the snap. Williams looking left. Williams looking right. Williams will wind up and throw. The catch made in the backfield by DeAndre Swift for a pickup of 3 yards will bring up a second down and 7. Second down and 7. I'm going to have to make a change on my TV screen. It's tripping me out. I'm back from my walk. We're here, PB&J. Don't you worry. Nick, what's going on? Dusty Attic, SML fan. I see you out there in the chat. Jeff Metterling, CMC you later. Dusty Attic, what up? Next play coming up, single back formation. Caleb Williams under center, 2 receivers to the left. Little play action here. Caleb Williams going to get a beautiful block. Williams with plenty of time. A nice pass to the opposite side. Almost reminds me of soccer where they flip the play. Another catch made for DeAndre Swift, and Swift will pick up the first down for the Chicago Bears. So the first team to pick up a first down is actually Chicago. Not the Minnesota Vikings. How about that? Interesting. Santino's team, Santino is a Minnesota Vikings fan, so I'm sure he's rooting for Minnesota in this one. 1st and 10 coming up with 12 minutes left to go in the first. The Chicago Bears bring the football out to midfield after that 8-yard pickup here out of the backfield by DeAndre Swift. So 2 passes, 2 completions. Caleb Williams is 2 for 2. Here's the snap, a toss to DeAndre Swift, running with some aggression there, takes the football down to the 46-yard line across midfield, and we are inside of Minnesota Vikings territory. Mark McKay, I see you, sir. Okay, they are introducing these defensive players for the Minnesota Vikings. We'll do that in a minute. I do have to move that mouse because it's definitely limiting my vision. Shotgun formation here, waiting for the snap. Caleb Williams is under center. The strong side here to the right side. I see a lot of this hand motion to the head for Caleb Williams. We've got a man in motion that looks like Odunze. Here's the snap, dropping back. Williams throws, checks it down underneath. There's the grab. There's the first down picked up right now by Kyle Monangai, and the rookie picks up a first down. First down for the Chicago Bears. 11-yard pickup for Monangai. Here we go. Bears first down. They are moving the football efficiently from the 46 to the 35 on an 11-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 coming up from the Minnesota Vikings 35-yard line. Will the Chicago Bears score on this drive? It looks like here's the snap, and Williams will wind up and throw. Tough catch made, maybe? They will call that made. DJ Moore with his first grab of the night. He gets into the stat column. 2nd down and 5 coming up. The catch was complete. Football at the Minnesota 30. So now DJ Moore has a few stats recorded here. His first catch, first target, first reception for 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. Will they complete the pass here? Okay. Offset I formation. Chicago Bears with the football. Odunze on the run to the bottom of the screen. The snap, the handoff. No gain there for DeAndre Swift. That will be no gain on 2nd and 5. 3rd down and 5. And now Caleb Williams will have to convert. Will Caleb Williams convert? This offensive line is holding up pretty well, guys. I know you guys were thinking something else, but this offensive line is holding up pretty well. Let's see if they can continue to keep up the pace here. All right, y'all. Yash, I am ready for some football, bro. Merce 84, I am ready for it. Here we go. From the 30-yard line, Caleb Williams in a shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, man in motion this time underneath. Williams is going to call a timeout, I believe. Stops the clock here. Something stops the clock. Is it a penalty? Is it a timeout? What just happened? So Ben Johnson on the sideline. Now the camera's panned around to everyone. Maybe Johnson called the timeout to prevent the 5-yard penalty on 3rd down and 5. Take a quick look here. Looks like the Bears did call a quick timeout. This is perfect timing, guys. Let me go make that change on my TV screen. Okay. All right, here we go. So, 8 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Wow, this looks much cleaner now. The score is 0-0. Chicago Bears have the football right now. Here's the snap, dropping back. Williams in trouble. He backs up out of the pocket. He scrambles to the right. What's he going to do? They'll wind up the throw. It looks like it's caught. My goodness, what a play. That's good for a first down. First down, Chicago Bears. That'll take them down to the 13-yard line, and that is Rome Odunze. Gets the shin down, I believe. Yeah, that's good, guys. That's good for a first down. That puts us out here to the 5-yard line. Excuse me, looks like the 13-yard line. Here's a throw to the left-hand side. This is going to be a broken tackle, and Olamide Zaccheaus will pick up, looks like a gain of 6 yards. So a gain of 6 yards makes it a 2nd down and 4. So what a throw from Caleb Williams to keep that right on the line for Rome Odunze. What a play. Way to extend that play, too. Unlike Russell Wilson, who wasn't able to extend anything yesterday. Here we go, guys. A 2nd down and 4. We are at the 6, maybe the 7-yard line. The line to gain is the 3. The official comes in waving the arms. Looks like a timeout will be called on the Minnesota Vikings side. Vikings want to stop the clock here. Looks like O'Connell needs a moment. Caleb Williams on his opening drive looking pretty good, guys. Where are my Bears fans at today? Where are you at, Bears fans? Where are you guys at? Let's see those Bears. Bears. Let's see the Bears. Oh, wow. Go Bears, go, says Brandy. 7:52 left to go. 2nd down and 3 is what it says on my TV screen. We will go with that. Football at the Minnesota 6-yard line. The line to gain is the 3. Mark Chitwood, I see you, bro. Josh Hicks, I see you, bro. Laney, what is up? The Lewister, what is up? I see you, Chicago girl living like Larry Gladham's. Here we go. 6-yard line, offset eye, Caleb Williams, under center for 2nd and 3. The snap, the handoff, the wrap-up, the defense, it's there, and that's a tackle for a loss. Rodriguez and Redmond, team tackle for loss on that play. That is not the direction that the Chicago Bears wanted to go. That's going to be a loss of a yard or 2, guys. I see a 3rd down and 6. Call it a loss of 3. A 3rd down and 6 puts them back at the 9-yard line. I see you, Jeff Metterling. Country kisses, Jamie Lazarus. A Bears fan today, says Lance Bowers. I see you, Andrew C.A. Good evening, peeps, says Todd Thurman. 3rd down and 6 with 7 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. There is the snap. Dropping back, scrambling left. Looks like Williams will take it himself. Williams goes all the way. It looks like he's in. I think that's a touchdown. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. And the Bears are the first to draw blood. Ladies and gentlemen, Chicago Bears, a 9-yard touchdown run for Caleb Williams on that play. Chicago Bears, 10 plays, 61 yards, 5 minutes and 41 seconds of a drive, leaving 7:04 left to go on the game clock. Wow. So the Bears are the first to score. How about it? Bears are the first to score. Hey, we saw the same thing happen. Here's the kickoff, or the extra point attempt. The extra point attempt is up. The extra point attempt is good. And the score is now 7-0. 7-0 Chicago. I think Caleb Williams ain't going to come out here and say, you know what, man, I've played a whole year of football over this J.J. McCarthy kid. I can ball out today. So he picked himself his own rushing touchdown. He dropped the shoulder and got it. Interesting. Got him, says Max Fire Fantasy Report. What up, Max? All right, guys, that's the end of that drive. So we are going to go back to a quick commercial break. So now we're taking a break right now. What's up, guys? Let's read some of these comments that are coming in right now. Yancey saying, go Bears. Chris C saying, Bears first to score? Not surprised, he says. Z in it saying, let's go DeAndre Swift. We'll see if DeAndre Swift will get a touchdown today. Will27 saying, LOL, Vikings, bro. Vikings, bro. We see Robert E. Waters saying, bear down. Dave Huff, rock and roll, bro. Rock and roll. Will the Bears play the Cowboys? They will. the Bears will play the Cowboys. All right, guys, let's take a look at the schedule for Week 2. The Bears do not play the Cowboys in Week 2. I'm pretty sure we play in Week 3. But let's take a quick look at the schedule for Week 2, guys. Week 1 already behind us. It's Monday Night Football, and we are doing pick'ems again this week, guys. Look, really quick while we're in this commercial break, I do need to give a super big shout-out to one person right now. Joey. Only goes by Joey. I'm not going to say his email out here right now. The only person to just miss one of the answer choices. Everything else he got right. He got everything else right except for one, and that was the Detroit Lions game. He took the Lions over the Packers. He came the closest to winning. He also guessed 560 points, but nobody will win in Week 1. You get another chance here in Week 2. You guys let me win in Week 1, so I'll take it. Congrats for being the closest winner, says Brandy. The closest. Only missed one. The dude guessed all of them right. He guessed the Eagles over Cowboys, the Chargers over the Chiefs. He took the Colts, and he guessed this before Thursday Night Football. He guessed this way back in – this is time-stamped from May, bro. This is time-stamped from May. And he didn't change any of this. So, yeah, shout out to Joey. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get there. But Week 2, guys, this is the schedule here for Week 2. Thursday Night Football will be Green Bay Packers and Washington Commanders. I will cover the Cowboys versus New York Giants game. I will cover the the Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs game. And I will dual cast this one with Santino. He's going to help me out here to help preserve my voice. There is the kickoff back to the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings bring the football out. Looks like down at about the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Minnesota. Hey, let's turn that off. 1st and 10 coming up for Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, on top of that, one other piece. The next few games here, it is Week 3, by the way. Chicago Bears will play the Dallas Cowboys in Week 3, Sunday, September 21st. That'll be a 4:25 p.m. game, and you bet your bottom dollar I will be covering that one. So I cover all Dallas Cowboys games. What's up, Travis Dwayne? I see you out there. Let's get back to this football game. I went off on a tangent. My bad, guys. I went off on a tangent. Here we go. J.J. McCarthy for his second drive today will take the snap. He will toss this to Justin Jefferson and let him do the heavy lifting. Jefferson will pick up 4 yards on the play. This brings up a 2nd down. Football out to the 28-yard line. Minnesota with it. Minnesota, 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Justin Jefferson gets his first grab of the day. But it looks like that's going to go down as rushing yards. It called that a backwards pass. So a 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 10 becomes, 1st and 10 becomes 2nd and 6. J.J. McCarthy under center, calling an audible at the line. Hawkinson lined up on the left side. He will hand this off to Aaron Jones. Jones gets wrapped up from behind, and Jones will pick up about 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6 becomes 3rd down and 4. 3rd down. Try. See you at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'll be here, PB&J. I'll be here. Emery, cheers to you. Thanks for checking back in. Salud. Cheers to you guys. Strategy is back in the house. What up, Strategy? Here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. J.J. McCarthy at the 30-yard line with his boys. Motion on the field here. Here's the snap. Jalen Naylor is the motion man looking that way. He slips through the pocket. Get up on your feet. Did you get tagged? I don't know if he was touched. Gervon Dexter Sr. going to be credited for a sack right here, somehow slipping under the tackle, and he slipped. He literally fell and rolled forward. I don't know how J.J. McCarthy did that. I want to watch this one more time. J.J. McCarthy takes the snap. He goes down. I don't know if he's even touched by anyone. He rolls forward. Oh, man. But he stopped. So here comes the punt team. 4th down. Coming up, a loss of 2 yards, 4th down and 6. They send this one back to Chicago. And you know what? I didn't move my possession needle at all. Here we go, guys. This is now in the hands of the Chicago Bears, and the Bears will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Let's stop the clock because the clock is stopped with 4:51. I am going to get myself recentered right now. Let's get ourselves focused here. I want to make sure I give you guys the show that you came to watch. You're watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Commercial break right now with the change of possession. It's now going to be a 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears. When we get back from the commercial break, Chicago will have the football at their own 25-yard line. All of that is drawn out by the drive chart down below. Let's read a few comments. What is up, guys? Craig Harper saying, okay, we scored. Robert E. Waiter saying, Mr. Wilson, 48, chooses not to be a football fan. His loss. It happens. Some people just can't get it. But looks like Mr. Wilson 48 says that the Packers will win the division and the Super Bowl. So Mr. Wilson responds. What's up, Mr. Wilson? Thank you for checking into the chat, sir. Zach Cohn, what's up? Preston Nguyen, what is up? Mark McKay, clap, 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 saying sacked. B. Korf checks in. Brian saying Vikings punting again. More punts than points today for the Minnesota Vikings. Telling you, bro, Chicago Bears, don't be. McCarthy looks terrible, says Papa B. He's a rookie for all intents and purposes. Sam Darnold had to go through the same growing pains. We're early in the season right now. Both teams have called a timeout. Let me get that fixed here as well. Warming up, says KD Espresso. Squirrel Gaming, I see you, Squirrel Gaming. What is up? Squirrel Gaming saying, I think the Vikings might lose. KD Espresso saying, warming up. Owl on the Prowl saying, Chicago, great brand. Mr. Wilson saying, I love football. Just to taught these teams. Let's see. Manuel Cervantes, what's going on? Saying, Adams back. What up, Manuel? What up, Adams? Which Adams? Which Adams are we talking? What up? John Tran is in the house saying, yo, John Tran. What up, John Tran? Cheers to you, bro. Let's see. Derek Green saying Niner Gang. Bang, bang, Niner Gang. Mosif Stalin saying it's early as hell, y'all. Chill out. Chill. He wants me to chill. You're right, bro. I'll take it down a notch, Mosif. I'll take it down, Mosif. Sachs checking in saying, do you think this game is going to be over 43? We will find out. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Broadway is in the house. What's up, Patrick Broadway? Justine is in here saying Justin Jefferson is the GOAT, all caps. Mr. Mike Space Hunt saying let's get funky. And Sean Miller saying bear down. What up, Nick? What up, guys? If I didn't get a chance to read your name during that commercial break, my apologies. Here is the start of the next drive. The snap, the play action. Caleb Williams from the 25-yard line will wind up and throw, and it looks like another catch for DeAndre Swift. No gain this time. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10. Let's get the clock ticking once again. Guys, scrolling by at the bottom of the screen in case you weren't paying attention, those are Week 1's fantasy football leaders for half-point PPR formats. Derrick Henry, number 1, 29.2 points in that game last night. Zay Flowers, number 2. This is wide receiver, tight end, and running backs. These are your top players down at the bottom. Just some fresh data for your flexes. These are the top 8 flexes that you could have played this week. The rookie Emeka Egbuka cracking the top 8. Here's the snap, dropping back. Caleb Williams going to step up through the pocket. He finds a gap. He gets to the 30. He gets to the 40. Past the 35 out to the 40-yard line. A big gain here. They're going to call it down at the 38. To reset this. So from the 25 out to the 38-yard line, that's a pretty solid run. That's a pretty solid run right here for Caleb Williams. It was actually a 2nd down and 9 situation. I'm going to step away from the comments so that I can call this game because I don't want to get distracted by the comments. Guys, during the next commercial break, I will read some of these comments for you guys. But for now, the main priority, the main focus is to call this game to the best of my abilities. Stick around. Let's do this drive. 3 minutes and 39 seconds on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, the handoff, and it looks like around the left-hand side, DJ Moore would be the running back on that play. And DJ Moore picks up 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Ben Johnson calling up that play specifically for DJ Moore to give him a chance to carry the football. Make the team feel, like you're involved. Ben Johnson, all about the team cohesion. Y'all are sleeping on this man, bro. Y'all are sleeping not just on Caleb Williams, but on Ben Johnson. These offensive minds make a huge difference, dude. Here we go. A lot of motion on the field right now. 9 seconds left on the play clock. 2:45 left to go. Caleb Williams under center. That'll be a false start. Flags coming in. And just when you started thinking that it was looking good, we see just a little crack right there in the discipline of the offensive side. Looks like that'll be a flag against the Chicago Bears for a false start, and that will back up Chicago 5 yards. So 2nd down and 10 coming up. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Chicago Bears with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. The clock is back on. Shotgun formation, motion on the field, going to the left side. I think that's Luther Burden. Let's see. Well, here's the snap. Caleb Williams drops back. Williams running out of time will wind up and throw, bobbling the pass, making the catch anyways, and it's Colston Loveland who makes the grab for 8 yards down at the Chicago Bears 46-yard line. Not enough for a first down. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. So a 3rd down and 2 coming up now after that big catch. Colston Loveland, welcome to the NFL. 3rd down and 2 and the clock is ticking. Johnny Walker saying, the Bears suck. Lourdes Ramos saying, I got the Bears. The Vikings are too woke for me. Sorry, bye. There's a throw. It is a bad throw, and that's on Caleb Williams, not putting enough behind that. So 3rd down and 2. The play goes backwards and loses 4 yards. And so we're out in no man's land at the Chicago 42-yard line. I don't know if this is inside of Cairo Santos's field goal range right here. The catch was made by Odunze, so in a full-point PPR format, that would help you. In a half-point PPR format, that would kind of help you. Even though you lost 4 yards, you still get 0.1 for the catch. In a standard league, that one hurt you. 4th down and 6. Waiting for the snap for the punt here. The Chicago Bears finish this drive empty-handed. There's the kick. They send this back. This is going to take dip and a dive as it goes out of bounds at about players pushing each other around right now. As it goes out of bounds, the official's going to mark this down at the 7. 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line, 58 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line, 58 seconds left to go in the first. J.J. McCarthy takes the field again. The Minnesota Vikings now have the football. Let's see if J.J. can get this done. Commercial break, guys. Let's read some comments. In the meantime, while I read those comments, I will leave this in the background for you guys so you can see the Minnesota Vikings next 6 weeks here, next 5 weeks, all the way out through weeks 2, 3, 4, 5. Bye week in week 6, they have no contest here, but they play the Falcons next week. They play the Bengals the week after that. The Steelers, they're going to go through the AFC North for whatever reason. Game scheduler put them through the AFC North. That's what's going to happen for the Minnesota Vikings here. Let's read some comments. You guys can see the matchups, and I'll leave that there right now. What is up, Peter Hahn? Thank you for checking in, sir. We got Vac29 in the house. Mosif Stalin saying, Monopoly Man Darnold at Seattle. Monopoly Man Morgan checking in saying, good luck against Watson and the Browns with Chubb. Yeah, Chubb. I don't know what the deal is with Chubb these days after those leg injuries. It's kind of brutal. Eddie North saying 3, 4, and 5 are bye weeks, says Eddie North. Honestly, how did the Bengals only beat the Browns by 1? That is kind of crazy. Shannon Maddox saying, let's go Chargers to the Super Bowl. What is up, Shannon? How are you doing, Shannon? Jake 423 saying Bears, Bears. Love it. Joshua, thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. Beautiful comment out there. Patrick Broadway, thank you. Daniel checks into the house saying the Bears looking like a Super Bowl contender. I wouldn't go that far, Daniel, but they are looking much improved right now. Braden L saying, bro, what up, dude? So apparently this is the channel, question mark? This is the channel, Peter Hahn. You're watching Football Nation. I am your host. My name is Mario Manuel. Welcome back to those of you who have been here before, those of you like Peter Hahn, like Owl on the Prowl, like Patrick Broadway, of course, all of our moderators. Thank you to the moderators. Country Kisses, Santino DeBlasis, Family Man, I see you out there. He drops his Minnesota Vikings skull. I actually got him a purple Minnesota Vikings mug because he's a Vikings fan. So shout out to all you Vikings fans. All right, guys, the Vikings are on the field. Let's see all the skull. I want to see all my Vikings fans drop purple hearts and shout out skull right now. Let's see some purple and gold. Minnesota Vikings 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. 58 seconds left to go. A toss to the left-hand side. This one gets out to about the 25. So from the 19-yard line, a gain of 6 out to the 25. This brings up a 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and 4 coming up right now. 2nd down and 4. Minnesota Vikings have the football out to the 25. The clock is now ticking. Less than 50 seconds left to go. They will need to get one more play off before the end of the quarter. When we get back to the next commercial break, guys, I will read some more comments and connect with you guys once again. But for now, the game calling always comes first. 2nd down and 4. Motion on the field. Justin Jefferson, the man in motion. They're going to snap and hand this one off. Running back gets it. It's Jordan Mason on the carry. And Jordan Mason, number 2 running back on this team, the running back who played for the San Francisco 49ers last season, picks up the 1st down. Another gain of 6 and a 1st down here. Minnesota, 1st down for the Vikings. Vikings pick up the 1st. This will take us to the end of the 1st. And when we get back from this commercial break, we will have a 1st and 10 for Minnesota, picking up their 1st. That is the first down of the day for the Minnesota Vikings. That's literally their first down of the day that was converted. So, Vikings, let's see if this is signs of more to come right now for the Minnesota Vikings. All right, y'all, a quick look here at the Chicago Bears defensive comparison. Let's take a quick look here at the defensive. Actually, let's take a quick look here at the wide receiver comparison, because we do have 2 very different stories with these teams. The Minnesota Vikings wide receivers in total, they averaged 233 yards per game. The Chicago Bears wide receivers, they were 2nd to last in the NFL. And again, I attribute it to the terrible offensive line and schemes that were drawn up by Eberflus. Now, the Vikings, the middle of the pack in targets per game. They didn't get targeted a lot. That's okay. They didn't make a lot of catches. But when the football was thrown, this team was a top 6 team in average yards per reception. Minnesota Vikings wide receivers, obviously Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, very solid guys. TJ Hawkinson missed a lot of time. Came back. He's in today, so let's see if he'll make a difference. Shannon Maddox, thank you for gifting out 1 Football Nation membership. Cheers to you. Shout out to Zach Cohn. Angelo saying, Skull Vikings, this is our year. Did we get a lot of Skull out here? Did we get a lot of Skull? We got T-Mac who checked in. We got Shannon Maddox who checked in for the purple. Let's see. We had Robin Jackson who checked in with the Purple Hearts right now. Nice, man. It looks like the Bears fans came out a little bit louder than the Vikings fans this time, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Daniel, thank you for checking in for the first time. Thanks to everybody who's here for the first time. Thanks to everybody who's here for the 10th time, the 100th time. You guys are awesome. You guys, as we like to say on this channel, Football Nation, you are effing awesome. Effing awesome. Let's effing go. You get it? You got it? Good. Okay, guys, let's get back to the drive chart here for this game comparison and get you guys the graphics here. Looks like Mosif Stalin, welcome to 1st down, my friend. Let's go. Farmer Fresh saying Skull. Here we go. This is a great matchup. It is Monday Night Football on Football Nation. Ricardo, what is up? Aaron, what is up? Here we go. 1st and 10 with 15 minutes left to go to start the 2nd quarter here. So a fresh quarter here. J.J. McCarthy only having attempted 1 pass. Here comes an empty backfield. McCarthy takes the snap. He drops. He is in the pocket. He shoots. This one's a deep shot downfield. The flag comes in. That official really fought to throw his flag out. And this is going to be an automatic 1st down. There is a penalty on the play. And this is going to be DPI against the Chicago Bears without a doubt. Here's the play one more time. That pass intended for Aaron Jones. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a foul, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Thank you guys for gifting out these memberships. Mosif Stalin, thank you so much. Guys, we're going to have a members-only live stream tomorrow night, so y'all will get a chance to do the pick'ems with us tomorrow. Now, won't be giving away $100 from last week's pick'ems, but this week coming up for week 2, there are $100 on the table. I am going to be giving out $100 to anybody who can guess all of the games right. Ladies and gentlemen, that pass interference against the Chicago Bears will bring up a 1st and 10 right now. This will bring up a 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. We're out to the 27-yard line of the Chicago Bears, just outside of the red zone. And here's a scramble, and J.J. McCarthy will run forward, and McCarthy will get them inside the red zone down at the 16-yard line. An 11-yard scramble for J.J., and that means 1st down Minnesota. 1st down Vikings. Okay, so the Vikings get inside the red zone. Will they cap off this drive? Minnesota Vikings with it. Should we do the horn? We got to wait till they score, though, right? 1st and 10. Here we go. Here's the snap. There's the handoff, the run up the gut from Jordan Mason, who seems to be the running back on this drive. No Aaron Jones on this drive. A good run here, too. A pickup of 5, and Aaron Jones owners might be a little nervous right now, seeing all the carries go to Jordan Mason. Another 5-yard pickup down to the Chicago 11-yard line. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Emilio, I am doing that game. Here we go. 2nd down and 5, 13 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. We've got ourselves a single back, 2 wide receivers to the right and 1 wide receiver to the left. Here is the snap. There is the handoff. Jordan Mason in trouble. Gonna go backwards on this play, and he will lose a couple of yards courtesy of Tremaine Edmonds, and right on the play. 3rd down and 8 coming up after the 3-yard tackle for a loss. Great job by Edmonds to stick with the man. Keep an eye on Jordan Mason. That whole left side just did not work out, and he broke right through that side. Tremaine Edmonds all over him. Wright was there waiting. Dayo Adeyingbo got a tag on him too, man. He was not going to go anywhere. 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Minnesota Vikings. Shotgun formation, trips to the right. This is Justin Jefferson or TJ Hawkinson territory with no Jordan Addison. McCarthy takes the snap. McCarthy looks right, throws right. The catch will be not made. The official says no good. And JJ saying, what? That means it stops the clock with 12 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. Brings up a 4th down and 8 after the incomplete pass. Let's watch this replay one more time. Justin Jefferson saying he caught that. He did not catch that. That's definitely on the ground. JJ dropped that football. Yikes. It was a low pass. It kind of needed to be a low pass, but that had a little too much heat for Justin Jefferson to get that low that quickly. In double coverage against Jalen Naylor. Here comes the field goal attempt for the Minnesota Vikings, guys. Looks like a 31-yard field goal attempt for the Minnesota Vikings. Will go up from the right hash, and this one is good. So the Minnesota Vikings at least put 3 points on the board. Vikings score on the drive, and this one is now 3-7. Vikings wanted more. Bears defense did a great job. We saw the numbers earlier. The Bears defense in 3rd down situations and red zone situations are a respectable team. Chicago Bears about to get the football back. Let's move these over, reset the numbers. And just one quick glance for you guys so y'all can see it as well here. Let's turn this back on. Okay, so the red zone defense, 3rd in the NFL, guys. The Chicago Bears might get backed up inside of their own defensive area, but when the Bears are inside their own end zone, inside their own 20-yard line, they were the 3rd best team in the NFL defensively against getting scored on. And on 3rd downs, guys, they were the 12th best team in the league, giving up a success rate at just 37%. This is the success rate of the opposing teams. Less than half the time that they were backed into their own red zone did they give up a touchdown. They held up today. This will continue to increase. Great job by the Chicago Bears defense. On the other side, J.J. McCarthy only completed 1 of 2 passes in this entire game. He's only attempted 2 passes in this entire game, which goes to show that they don't trust him yet. That's really what it goes to show. By the way, guys, the goal for today, if you guys are new, is to get to 39,000 subscribers. We only need about 100 more to get there. So if you're new to the channel, it would be really cool to watch the odometer change, and you guys can feel good in the fact that you're helping out a young a growing small channel here. We haven't even been at this for 3 years. We will hit 3 years December 22nd, I think. I'll double check that number. But yeah, we're not even 3 years old on this channel, and I think we're heading in the right direction for now. Let's turn this off. Let's turn that off. So, what's going on, guys? John Jackson believes the Lions are done. John Tran believes that JJ is still a rookie. In a sense, they sure are. D77 Max saying Lions are rebuilding once again. So much more work to accomplish. Canelo or Crawford? I'm always taking Canelo, bro. Always taking Canelo. Joke, anyone? Says Donkey, question mark. Barry Cox in the house. What up? What up, Barry? What up, Peter Hahn? How come I don't see Father Time in the chat? Father Time, that's a whole separate thing, Peter Hahn. But he's out there. I believe he's out there. Let's move on from that. Let's see. Monsters of the Midway are back, says Daniel. Woo! Thor Odison want to see the Rams back in St. Louis. That'd be cool. Good evening, Oscar Aguayo. I see you out there. I know you remember that last name. Oscar Aguayo, what's up, dude? Here we go, guys. Here's the kickoff and the return. The Chicago Bears get to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the stiff arm, and Devin Duvernay takes this one out to about the 34-yard line. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is on the kick return. Let's find out what this flag is on the kick return during the next commercial break. J. Carroll, I will go back to the chat area, and I will make sure that I interact with you guys instead of reading some of the other stats. I want to make sure that we connect, guys. Looks like this is going to be a penalty, illegal formation. Illegal formation against the Minnesota Vikings here. So this will be a 1st and 10 now for the Chicago Bears at the 39-yard line. Penalty going to be enforced at the end of the kick. Okay. Monsters of beating crappy teams, says Action Man. Bang, bang, Action Man. Firing off. The ghost of Kiev back in the house, of Curve back in the house. Best community in this biatch, he says. What up, Ghost? Appreciate you. Why doesn't a pirate know the alphabet? I don't know, because he can't read. I don't know if that's a thing. Here's the snap, dropping back on 1st and 10. Caleb Williams fires, catch is made. DJ Moore, 40-yard line, stiff arm. The 35, down at about the 31-yard line. And DJ Moore with a big grab there on 1st and 10 across midfield. The Bears in Minnesota Vikings territory, 1st down. 1st down for the Chicago Bears. They go from their own 40 to the 30 on the other. That's a 29-yard pickup for DJ Moore on that catch. Big play there. 1st and 10, Chicago Bears. Number 2 with the grab and a nasty stiff arm there too by DJ Moore. Caleb Williams feeling himself right now. Let's get this clock started. DJ Moore under center, single back formation. DeAndre Swift will get the carry, and Swift, actually DJ Moore, who was lined up at running back, and DJ Moore will pick up 2 yards on this one. So 2nd down and 8 coming up after the carry. 2-yard pickup from DJ Moore, another carry, another touch on the football. Looks like these Bears are actually going for it right now. 10 straight completions to start the game, and Caleb Williams looks pretty good, guys. He's 10 of 10 today already. Looks like Caleb Williams, 86 yards, 10 of 10 to get the game started, 11 fantasy points to open up. Good, strong game for Caleb Williams right out the gate. A shotgun formation. DJ Moore, the man in motion here as he goes to the top of the screen. He gets set. Flag coming in. Are they going to call this an illegal motion? Are they going to call this false start? It's going to be a false start here. Are they calling that false start on DJ Moore? He was the motion man. So what happened there? They're calling this a false start against the Chicago Bears for whatever reason. Anyway, 2nd down and 14, a 5-yard penalty. Should be a 2nd down and 13, but hey. 10 minutes and 56 seconds. I didn't stop my clock during that break. Here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. Motion on the field. Olamide Zacchaeus going to the bottom of the screen. There's the snap, and Caleb Williams is against the blitz now. Williams going to break through. He splits the defense. He's on the move, looking agile as ever. A beautiful spin move here, and who are you? Caleb Williams goes down at the 27 after that play. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the in the first quarter, and it brings up second quarter, and it brings up a third down. Gosh, I can't think today. So, before I confuse the heck out of everyone, we've now got a 9-yard pickup here. I've got a 3rd down and 6 on my TV screen. The football at the Minnesota 27. The Chicago Bears facing a 3rd down and 6. So 3rd and 6, football to the Minnesota 30. Oh my gosh, looks like a penalty coming in right now, guys. Another flag, another false start. That stops the clock again. Yikes, and the Bears are going to hurt themselves big time here. 3rd down and 11 coming up. Repeat 3rd down, a false start penalty against the Chicago Bears. Backs them up. So, 9:59 left to go. It becomes a 3rd down and 6, becomes 3rd down and 11 because the Chicago Bears jumped on the offensive line. They're going to start the clock one more time. 3rd down and 11. Let's see if they can get this done. Now we are inside of field goal range. Let's see if Chicago can cap off this drive. Motion on the field. Looks like Cole Kmet is the man on the move. They're going to hand this off, and it's going to be the running back who gets the carry. 3rd down and 11 becomes 4th down and 2 or 3. Do you go for it or nah? You got Ben Johnson in there now. What do you do? 4th down and 3 at the Minnesota 24. Go for it or nah? What do you think, man? I say go for it. It's a 4th down and 3. At least try to get the hard count, if nothing else. Carey saying it's too early. Y'all saying nah. Y'all saying nah, take the field goal. Gladham saying go for it. Roberts saying go for it. They are lined up to go for it. 9 minutes left to go. What does Ben Johnson have tied up here, drawn up here? Timeout going to be called. Looks like the Chicago Bears call the timeout. Looks like Ben Johnson wants to use one of the plays that they've talked about, but this is the 2nd timeout already of the game for the Chicago Bears. Let's see if this affects them later in this quarter. Before we get into halftime, Bears up by 4, guys. That's their 2nd timeout of the game. The score is 7-3, and the Chicago Bears are looking at a 4th down and 3 from the Minnesota 24. They were lined up to go for it. Timeout has been called. Let's see if after this timeout they remain faithful to the 4th down conversion attempt or if they're going to bring out the field goal unit. Looks like they're going to go for it, guys. Looks like they're lined up to go for it here. I wonder if this will work out. So, I wonder if this will work out. There's the snap, 4th down and 3. The wind up in the throw intended for DJ Moore. And DJ Moore took an unnecessary hit right there. Bad throw from Caleb Williams. Don't know what he was thinking. That pass, the attempt, not a good one. Don't like the play call there. Javon Hargrave all over him, and honestly, that could have been intercepted. DJ Moore was the intended receiver. The pass, not a good one. That will be the end of the drive, and so the Chicago Bears with a 4-point lead. Bad coaching, says Owl on the prowl. Well, those of you guys who said nah, looks like you guys were right. Should have taken the field goal, huh? Isn't that funny how hindsight works? It's so 2020. Hindsight is so 2020. All right, guys, let's take a look at the Minnesota Vikings. First of all, let's talk about that last drive. That last drive, ladies and gentlemen, it was, let's take a full look at this, 10 plays, 61 yards, 5 minutes, and 41 seconds. That last drive, again, 10 plays, 61 yards, 5 minutes, and 41 seconds. As we approach halftime, guys, your top players for today for the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams, 12 fantasy points today. You've got DeAndre Swift next to him with 4 fantasy points. Caleb Williams has completed 10 of 11 passes for 86 yards. He's also got 3 rushing attempts for 30 yards. He actually leads this team in rushing yards right now. Yeah, Caleb Williams leads this team in rushing yards. DeAndre Swift right next to him, guys. DeAndre Swift, 4 rushing attempts, 8 rushing yards. And then DJ Moore has 2 rushing attempts for 6. DJ Moore lined up over here on that side. He does have the most receiving yards of Caleb Williams, 86 passing yards. 35 of them have gone to DJ Moore. Rome Odunze on this side, number 15. Rome Odunze has 13 of those yards, has caught 2 of 2 passes that have gone his way. DeAndre Swift has a couple of targets. Manungai has a couple of targets, but that drive, unsuccessful there for the Chicago Bears. I know they were expecting more. Not DJ Moore, just more stuff. Anyways, Minnesota Vikings offense about to take the field, and without Jordan Addison, this defense, and without, honestly, without Sam Darnold, I don't know, JJ looking a little flat right now. They did get inside the red zone on that last drive. Can they do it again? Can JJ McCarthy use his legs like he did earlier on that drive? He's got 1 carry for 11 yards, so a first down pickup using his legs. JJ McCarthy could be a factor here if he continues to use those legs. But tonight, 86 passing yards and 30 rushing yards for Caleb Williams, 5 passing yards and 11 rushing yards for J.J. McCarthy. Oh, and J.J. McCarthy has been sacked twice already in this game. So a bit of a difficult start here. The Minnesota Vikings are taking over after the 4th down was no good here. So 1st and 10 coming up from the 24-yard line. Here's the snap and a handoff on an end around to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones will go forward and pick up about 2 yards. This brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down. Let's start the clock. 2nd down and 8. So the Minnesota Vikings now have the football. Minnesota now with the ball. Scroll up just a hair. Boom. Minnesota now has the ball. Ben Johnson too arrogant, says TM Martin. Yikes. There's always hope. Checks in. Aaron saying, let's go Jettis. Vikings will lose. It's the last comment I read from CJ. 8 minutes and 21 seconds. They'll wind up in a throw to TJ Hawkinson on 2nd down and 8 is good for a pickup of 4. It's a short gain, but it's a confidence-boosting gain. 3rd down and 4 coming up. The clock is still ticking. Can J.J. McCarthy trust himself to air this one out to Justin Jefferson? Jefferson got to take a long walk back to get to the huddle every time. Let's see if J.J. gets targeted in this one. Let's see if he gets another target in this one. Let's see if they will fold him in. A 3rd down coming up, guys. 3rd down and 4. Already the Minnesota Vikings could be facing a quick 3-and-out. Shotgun formation. Justin Jefferson on the move. Here's the snap. Jefferson standing, catching. Catch is made. Jefferson fighting. It's not enough. 4th down and 1. Took McCarthy forever to make that play happen. If he would have thrown it to JJ in stride, JJ would have been gone, but a 4th down and 1, and the punt team going to come out again. Minnesota, another 3-and-out, and the Vikings are really struggling right now. Can the Vikings get any points today, man? The Vikings really struggling to get some offense going. 4th down and 1, waiting for the snap. 4th down and 1, waiting for the snap. Here it is. Here's the boot. And this one will go, looks like it goes out of bounds somewhere near the 38-yard line is where the officials are going to mark this one. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Chicago Bears. This takes us to another commercial break. We're going to stop this clock with 6 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. We go back to another commercial break, and we're going to get a 1st and 10 this time for the Chicago Bears. All right, guys. So, quick commercial break. Let's read some comments, guys. Let's see what's going on with y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for checking in. Let's read some of these comments. What's that website? Says Eric22. I think you're looking at footballnationusa.com. That is my personal website. Check it out, guys. We are giving away $100 every single week. Giving away $100 every single week. Randy asking, where are you from? Chicago? There's nothing wrong with the Vikings. You're saying that there's nothing wrong with the Vikings as if they aren't losing the possession battle and the yards battle 45-130. I'm just calling the game like I see it, bro. I'm not a fan of the Vikings. I'm not a fan of the Chicago Bears. I'm actually a Dallas Cowboys fan. And my best friend in the world is a Vikings fan. A lot of my friends are Vikings fans. I just call it like I see it, dude. I'm sorry that your team is losing right now. Don't get upset at the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just calling the game the way that it's happening. J.J. McCarthy not able to complete passes right now. He's only had 4 pass attempts, so that's not fair to say either. 4 pass attempts for J.J. McCarthy, only 13 passing yards. Jordan Mason has 14 rushing yards. J.J. McCarthy has 11 rushing yards. Aaron Jones has 6 rushing yards. So they're not getting any sort of offense taken care of right now. It's just the way that it is. Is Aaron Jones playing? Yeah, kind of. It's just kind of. I mean, Aaron Jones is playing. It's just not a good game for him. The Chicago Bears, guys. Chicago Bears, 86 passing yards. Again, Just the numbers. Let's just pull up this graphic for you guys. Just do the numbers really quick. Let's take a quick look at the quarterback comparison, guys. J.J. McCarthy did not play last season. These two guys were drafted in the same draft. Last season, Caleb Williams struggled, but this season, he seems to be doing well. Has completed 10 out of 11 passes today for 86 yards. Meanwhile, McCarthy has completed 3 out of 4 passes for just 13 yards. Caleb Williams also has rushed the football 3 times for 30 yards. J.J. McCarthy once for 11. Not a lot of opportunities here for the Minnesota Vikings. I love Justin Jefferson. I'm a huge Aaron Jones fan, but I kind of didn't take any shares of those guys for fantasy football this season, so hey. All right, guys. Colts fan here says Stanley Booth saying, I think both teams are going to be bad. It's possible. That's a lot of hyphens, says Action Main. Let's actually change some of the scrolling text at the bottom of the screen here so you guys can get some fresh new data and it's not all the same stuff. Okay, guys, Chicago Bears with the football, 35-yard line. Here is the snap, little play action, and Caleb Williams steps up into the pocket. The football is tipped at the line of scrimmage. That pass will be incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up. That does stop the clock with 6 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. Here we are, 2nd down and 10. So a 2nd down and 10, a few seconds milked off the clock right there. Looks like Ingram Dawkins was able to get his hands up to swat that football down. Caleb Williams looks like he was targeting Rome Odunze on that play. Let's watch it one more time. Yeah, Williams definitely looking to roam on the comeback route, but I don't know if it would have gotten there anyways. So 2nd down and 10, 35-yard line. We've got motion on the field from Olamide Zaccheaus. The blitz coming in. A 6-man rush. Caleb Williams in trouble. He will wind up and throw. A pass not going to be caught by Zaccheaus. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what the flag is. 6 minutes and 41 seconds. Pass incomplete. If this is against the Vikings, which I don't think so, it's going to be a holding against the Chicago Bears offense. Holding penalty here, guys. Chicago Bears will get backed up 10 yards. This will be a repeat of the down. Oh, let's actually scratch what I just said. The penalty will be declined. The pass was incomplete. So they're just going to go ahead and take the down. It becomes 3rd down and 10. I like that decision there to decline the penalty. Penalty was declined by the Minnesota Vikings. We've got ourselves a 3rd down situation. 3rd and 10. Chicago Bears at the 35 looking at a possible quick 3 and out. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. 1 timeout remaining for Chicago. Caleb Williams waits for the snap. Romo Odunze on the left side. DJ Moore on the right. Caleb Williams looks to Moore. He changed his mind. He changed his mind too late. He's extending the play. He's going to break a couple of tackles, runs out of bounds. Turns a possible sack right there into a 2-yard gain. It still brings up a 4th down, but my gosh, did Caleb Williams find a way out of a very difficult situation there. 4th down and 8 coming up after the 2-yard pickup. Football moves to the Chicago Bears 37. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go-ish. Okay, guys. Oscar Aguayo checks in, saying, can you please give a shout-out to my daughter, Adalina and Anabela? We're listening to you, brother. Thank you, Oscar. Thanks for checking in, Adalina, and thanks for checking in, Anabela. Thank you for checking in, Oscar, and the Aguayo family. There's the kickoff, guys. This goes back. This will be returned. The 20. Looks like the Vikings bring this out to about the 23-yard line. Let's go ahead and reset this. Reset that. I guess we can reset our clock here as well. 5 minutes and 52 seconds left to go is what I see on my TV screen, and it looks like the Minnesota Vikings now have possession. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the chat. So, look, guys, this channel is different. I don't take myself too seriously. I'm a guy who just likes to watch football. Yeah, I wear my tie. Yeah, I'm out here and I'm presentable. But let me ask you something. Did you stop on this channel just to troll on me for wearing a tie? Because if you did, I win, because you just gave me some watch time, and that definitely helps. So the point that I'm trying to make is I don't take myself too seriously, guys. I love watching football. I was a theater kid growing up, and so, you know, in theater I did the morning announcements. I love doing fantasy football. I'm 6'1". I've got a good size frame. I never actually, was a huge football guy growing up. but I loved fantasy football. I loved the stats. I loved officiating. I loved doing all of that stuff. And so I figured, if I'm going to watch the football game anyways, there are millions of people who don't have access to these games. Hey, I can help bridge that gap for some people. And so that's why I've decided to make this channel. That's why I decided to do this. I actually saw Chat Sports and Tom Grossi doing this exact same thing a couple years ago, and I thought to myself, you know what? I could do that. I think I can make it better than what they're doing. So whether it is or not, that's for you guys to decide. All I know is that I want to give the best performance every single night, and I'm glad that you guys are giving me some of your time tonight, this Monday night. This channel is all about good energy. This channel is all about good vibes. Whether you're a Vikings fan or a Bears fan, dude, I welcome you here. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. We cover all the Dallas Cowboys games on this channel, but I also cover all the primetime games as well. So stick around. Your team will likely come up. Shout out to y'all. Larry, I see you out there. Great job, he says. At work, don't have access to the game. Paul Gregory, thank you for buying me that coffee, sir. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. David Bacco saying, I love the channel. Cheers to you, man. Let's see. Showboats or nothing, foe, says Monopoly Man Morgan. That's a whole lot of love watching an NFC game, says CS. That's a whole lot of love watching an NFC game. That's for sure. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all watching this live stream with me. If you're getting any kind of value from this game, if my play calling is bridging some sort of gap, whether you have a financial barrier, maybe you're at work and you can't actually see the game, and this audio description of it will work for you. Maybe you have a visual impairment. I hope that you're enjoying this. We're coming back from the commercial break. The Minnesota Vikings have the football. It is a 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The snap and the handoff to Jordan Mason around the 30-yard line up to the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a flag on the play. This will be a first down here for the Minnesota Vikings. And it looks like Sharita Ferguson with a $20 super chat saying, tell him to suck your time, Mario. Keep doing it. We appreciate you. Thank you, Sharita. Thank you very much. I'm going to give you a high five. I want to give you a hug, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thanks, Sharita. We got Rez Dog Vids in the house saying effing trolls. I have that same tie. Let's go. Okay, bro, you wear Ralph Lauren? I see you, man. Let's go. Subtle flex. Not even, though. I wish it was like, I don't even care, dude. I don't even care. I don't want to buy Gucci or Armani or those kinds of things. I just want to make sure that my son has diapers. You know what I mean? 5 minutes and 30 seconds. 1st and 20. We had a penalty on the play. I'm going to stop harping because we've got a 1st and 20 coming up right now. The Minnesota Vikings were going to lose 10 yards on that last play due to a holding call. And so the 1st and 20, the pass is incomplete. This brings up a 2nd down and 20. It stops the clock with about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. We've now got a 2nd down coming up, and J.J. McCarthy in a tough spot. J.J. McCarthy at his own 14-yard line. The Minnesota Vikings get backed up. You can see that. If you look down below here, guys, you see that red X? That's where that penalty was. That's what backed them up. Here's the snap, dropping back. McCarthy in the pocket will wind up and throw another pass that is tipped at the line of scrimmage. That pass is going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 20. And the Bears defense doing a fantastic job in this one. Can the offense keep up, though? Can the offense keep up, though? Bears defense special teams is ruling, says Bruce Waltz. I see you out there, Bruce. J.J. McCarthy got tagged on that one. He almost fumbled that for sure. It definitely had forward motion. Welcome to 1st down, Joey Nunez. Mi gente, mi gente, mi gente, gracias por estar aquí. Appreciate you guys, to all my people. All right, guys, Jalen Naylor sliding into the slot right now. We've got by himself T.J. Hawkinson. 3rd down and 20. JJ on the far wide side, 5:15 left to go. I think O'Connell wants to call a timeout right now. 5:15 left to go. He's saying that something is off. We should have 40 seconds. They're saying delay of game. Oh, man, O'Connell not happy about it. And they're saying the play clock was wrong. There's a flag right here. That should have been a 40-second play clock, not a 20-second, not a 25-second play clock. And now there's a penalty here, so it is a 25-second play clock, but that's another 5-yard penalty against the Minnesota Vikings. And I don't know. I wasn't keeping an eye on the play clock in particular, but they're lined up this time. We've got another shotgun formation, play clock down to 1. Here is the snap, the throw, the catch made by Jordan Mason in the backfield, and Jordan Mason will only do enough to get the football to the 15-yard line. This will bring up a 4th down and 19. Another bad drive here for the Minnesota Vikings. Again, don't hate me on this, guys. I'm just calling it like I see it. So if you're a Vikings fan and you're watching this live stream, I feel for you guys because honestly, the live streams do better when the teams do good. Both teams doing good means that this live stream typically does better. Right now, that doesn't seem to be the case. So here we go. There is the punt, guys. The Minnesota Vikings sending this back to the Chicago Bears. Chicago with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here will bring this out to the 41-yard line. Let's stop the clock. 4 minutes and 29 seconds left to go. Reset this, reset that. 1st and 10 coming up for Chicago. Let's see if the Bears can get some work done in right now. Not that many first downs about, says Goofball. What up, Goofball? Punter is going to have a sore foot after today, says Micah Kimbrough. Vikings with a thumbs down. Brooks and Vlogs, I feel you, bro. Brooks and Vlogs, dude, I feel you. I'm hoping that we get something that opens the door one way or the other. Is Adam Thielen playing? He is playing, but I haven't actually even seen him line up here. Here we go, guys. We've got ourselves a 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears at the 41-yard line. The snap, the handoff. Looks like DeAndre Swift will pick up 4 yards on the play, and this brings up a 2nd down and 6. 2nd down. Let's get this clock ticking once again. 2nd down and 6. Okay, guys. How y'all doing out there, chat? What's going on in the chat? We're going to read some comments here in a moment when we get to the 2-minute warning. We're going to read some comments when we get to the 2-minute warning. Okay, guys, here we go. Single back formation. Under center right now, Caleb Williams. Looks like the play clock is down to 3. The clock is still ticking. A flag going to come in. Another false start. Stopping the clock here. This will back them up 5 yards. Repeat 2nd down. 2nd down and 11 coming up. Backs them up to their own 40-yard line. TM Martin, thank you very much. Much love, TM Martin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is very helpful. Everybody, every dollar on this channel goes such a long way, man. Every dollar on this channel goes such a long way. Thank you guys for all of your support. And thank you guys for watching this live stream. Shotgun formation from the 40-yard line. Here's the snap. The blitz coming in. Caleb Williams quickly winds up. Olamide Zaccheaus is there, and he picks up about 20 yards on the play. Call it a pickup of 15. That's good for a Chicago Bears 1st down. We got some action. We finally got some action on that 2nd down and extra long. Let's reset all of this. 1st and 10. It was 2nd down and 11 from the Chicago 40, and that throw to Olamide Zaccheaus was a gain of 16 yards. Takes the football out to the Minnesota 44-yard line, and the clock is ticking once again. I'm about a minute behind, so let's add a little bit of time here. There we go, guys. So from the 44-yard line, the toss to the left-hand side. This time it'll be a gain, a modest gain. Call that a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 coming up. 2nd down. Let's make the adjustment here as well. So a 2nd down and 7. That carry for DeAndre Swift around the left end to the Minnesota 41-yard line. The 3-yard pickup, the play defensively made by Turner and Allen. Sooner saying, let's go, Mario. Thanks for checking in, Sooner. Dallas Turner made that stop there. Let's see what happens on this 2nd down. 2nd down and 7 from the Minnesota 41. Can the Bears get the play? Here's the move. Looks like DJ Moore is on the run. They're going to hand this one off instead. Looks like DeAndre Swift will pick up a yard or 2. 2nd down and 7. Takes us to the 2-minute warning. When we get back from the 2-minute warning, it'll be a 3rd down and 5. So thank you very much, Jay Graffin. Let's try to make it a little bit more fun. I'm going to ask you guys a quick question here. It is my favorite question for a live stream. I'm going to ask you guys, feel free to jump on in. Where are you watching from on this planet of Earth? In case you guys are curious, My name is Mario. I'm watching from San Antonio, Texas. I am live in San Antonio, Texas. We got the Ghost of Kiev in Ukraine. We got, looks like Duquette's Beast in Massachusetts. We got Monopoly Man Morgan out in Pakistan. What up, Ghost of Kiev? I see you. Carl Burr, what's up in New York? We've got Eddie North in Brohio. What up, bro? We've got Travis in Jamaica, Portland. What's up? New York City for Ram. Looks like Rameshwar. What's up, Rameshwar? Thanks for checking in, homie. My bed, says Mike. Giggity. All right. We've got Paul E. Veloso in the house in Chicago. My brother is in town right now from Chicago, so maybe there is a little affinity there, but it's not on purpose, guys. The Only Lee Show checks in from Chicago. Chris Engler in Iowa. K.E. Piro saying your mom's house. Hey, K.E. Piro. You leave my mom out of this, and I'll leave this out of your mom. Let's move on, guys. Washington State in the house. Vikings checking in. Vikings offense hard to watch right now, says Marky Mark. What up, Marky Mark? Micah Kimbrough says South Carolina. Jay Graffin in Wisconsin. Mr. Wilson saying NC here. What up, Mr. Wilson? Texas T in Dallas. Michael Wright in Jamaica. We've got Tonto Village, Arizona for Paul Tucker. What is up, Paul Tucker? Watching from Mars, I think Stormy Daniels Hush Money wins the most strange location. What up? I think that name is still hilarious, bro. Cope with it. From Croy, I see you out there. Carrie Grimes in the house, St. Louis. What up, Carrie Grimes? The Easy Chair, says Sparky. Missouri, Montana. What up, Teddy Bear 4420? Sir, you just gained a new subscriber, says Tater Salad 680. What up, Tater Salad? Welcome to Football Nation, Tater. Appreciate you, Tater Salad. We got Whisk Mama in Wisconsin, Mr. Robert Zamora in San Antonio, and you know what? Looks like Owl on the Prowl just beat you, Stormy Daniels Hush Money. Looks like Pluto is going to get the win this time. Goofball is in the house in UK. What up, Goofball? Guys, I'm not going to get a chance to read all these comments. I do appreciate you guys leaving the comments in heavy. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to step away. The last one I read was Fingerville, South Carolina, and the fact that it is a real place. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Shotgun formation from the 40. Shotgun formation, and Caleb Williams takes the snap against the blitz. Williams will wind up and throw. The catch is made. Olamide Zacchaeus, a pickup of 7. Good for the Chicago Bears. First down, Chicago. And the Bears are cooking. Bears looking good right now. Let's start this clock one more time. Guys, not able to read all those comments, but thank you guys so very much. Thank you guys so very much. South Bend, Indiana is in the house. Change the fantasy strip. Show some running backs, says Rafe. Rafe, I don't have the running backs specifically, bro. I've just got the biggest flex players listed for now. So those are what's go. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'll do. We're going to cycle through these. Thanks for reminding me that I even made those. Here are your winners and losers, guys. Your winners and losers across the division scrolling by at the bottom of the screen. That last play was a 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears. DeAndre Swift from the 32-yard line picks up 3 yards. It brings up a 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7. The clock stays hot, and this should take us to the end of the quarter. We're running out of time. 11 minutes and 34 seconds. We'll add a little bit on here. Chicago Bears only have 1 timeout remaining. The Minnesota Vikings have 2. Okay. By the way, guys, I've got a trivia quiz for y'all at halftime. I hope you're ready for it. I'm fired up for it. Here's the snap. Here's the toss. Left-hand side. Going to run his way up the gut. Looks like it's a pickup of 2 yards right there, and this brings up a 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5 with 1:05 remaining. 3rd down and 5 with 1:05 remaining. Cool. Okay. Hey-o. Just double checking. Okay, guys, 50 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 5. We are at the 27-yard line. 1 timeout for the Bears, 2 timeouts for the Vikings. It's a 4-point game, so it may not be the highest scoring game, but it's still a close one. Less than 1 possession in this one. Motion on the field from Rome Odunze. Here's the snap. The 4-man rush coming in. Looks right, throws right. Odunze makes the grab. Does take a big hit. Goes out of bounds with 28 seconds left to go, and it brings up a 4th down and 2. 4th down coming up, 4th down and 2. Go for it or nah. Interesting. Timeout going to be called here to stop the clock by the Minnesota Vikings. What do you think, guys? What do you think? 4th down and 2 from the Minnesota 24. Chicago with the football. Can they score? Should they go for it here? Go for it or nah? It failed last time, says Arizona Falcon. You are correct. You are 100% correct. But they are lined up to go for it, my friends. 4th down and 2. And it looks like Ben Johnson said, no, let's not. This is my team this time. I don't have to do what Dan Campbell would do. I get to make the choice. So here we go. We get a field goal attempt after all. The Chicago Bears with a 42-yard field goal attempt coming up right here. Let's see if they can knock this back. 42-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. It was a squeaker, but it is good. And the Chicago Bears will get 3 more points on the board. So it still remains a one-possession game, and the Minnesota Vikings have plenty of time to make up one touchdown. The question is, does J.J. McCarthy have it in him? 28 seconds left to go in this first half, guys. Let's reset all these downs. We're going to get a kickoff here momentarily. The Bears going to send this back to the Minnesota Vikings. So let's see what happens here. Lucky field goal will be a great call, Coach Campbell, says Jeff Metterling. Needed that, says Kyle Bishop. Kick it, 3 points is better than none, says Joshua Lopez. Renee saying never leave points on the field. Lamar Bennett saying wide receiver. Action Man saying no, he doesn't. He says no, he doesn't in less than 2-minute drill. 10-3 halftime for the Bears, says Daniel. Almost. 24 seconds left to go. Let me get the clock right. Looks like 24 seconds left to go. The Chicago Bears will kick this off to the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings don't need to score a touchdown, but if they can score a field goal, that would feel nice to be down by 4 instead of down by 7. Here comes the kickoff. Doesn't change too much, but it does give you a boost. Here's the kickoff out to the 5-yard line, the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, down at the 31. And it looks like we're going to start this drive from the 31-yard line with 19 seconds left to go. J.J. McCarthy, let's see what the young man can do. His first real football game in his career. We'll see what happens here. Let's go defense, says Living Like Larry. Minnesota Vikings, where are the Vikings fans at? Where are you Vikings fans at, man? Let's see if they can get anything going here. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 coming up. Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson is now the head coach here of the Chicago Bears. We've got motion on the field as Aaron Jones steps to the left-hand side of J.J. McCarthy, trips to the right, one man alone to the left. Here's the snap, and J.J. drops back against the 4-man rush. He winds up and throws it, hits a man in stride. You got to go out of bounds. That leaves 10 seconds left to go. Actually, 11 seconds left to go. The officials going to say he went out of bounds. That was good for a first down. Jalen Naylor is good for about 33 yards. Let me get this set up right now. Let me say it because it happened. First down, Minnesota Vikings. Jalen Naylor with a huge grab here. The Minnesota Vikings did have to call a timeout because Naylor went down inbound. So now the Vikings have no timeouts, but they are at the Chicago 36, which does put them inside of field goal range. But with 11 seconds left to go, what do you do here? What do you do here? So, Minnesota Vikings officially out of timeouts. They are at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Minnesota. The first big play of his career. J.J. McCarthy connects with Jalen Naylor and not Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson tightly covered and contested throughout this entire game, looking for J.J. No, they are not. They're looking for a field goal here. So we get the field goal unit out for the Minnesota Vikings, and looks like they're just going to try to take some points. It's going to be a big one. It's like a 50-something yarder. It's going to be, what, 52-ish? We're at the 36-yard line at 18, 54-ish. Let's see where they put this. It's going to be like a 54-yard field goal. 11 seconds left to go. Oh, man, my math is way off. 59-yard field goal. This will be a new career high for him. I don't know why they're just going to go for it here, but here we go. 1st and 10. There's the kick. The kick is up. Is it enough? It's good! A 59-yard field goal attempt for the Minnesota Vikings. 6 seconds left to go. And you know what? I like it, bro. I like it. 3 points on the board. And that's money for the Minnesota Vikings. The 59-yard field goal attempt is good, and the Vikings back down by just 4 instead of by 7. So a touchdown at this point would win the game, not just tie it. Good job by the Minnesota Vikings to get points. So they got a couple guys on a bus, drove out to Chicago to kick 2 field goals. We're hoping that we can see a little bit more out of this. We're going to get 1 kickoff here. Probably going to see the Chicago Bears take a knee at this point. It's a close game, man. Happy Monday Night Football, guys. Cheers to y'all. Okay, what's going on, y'all? Thank you for being here. If this is your first time on Football Nation, welcome to the show. We've got a halftime show for you guys coming up here momentarily. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to ask you 10 fun trivia questions. It'll be your shot and your job to try to get them right. Some of them you might know. A lot of them you probably won't, but you will probably learn something along the way. I'm going to take you guys on a journey during halftime, so don't go anywhere. All right, y'all. 6 seconds left to go here in the first half of this game. 6 seconds left to go here in the first half of this game. Here is the kickoff. And this one is returned from the 6 out to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35. He's still up the 40, the 45, the 50. Double zeros on the clock. That takes us to halftime, but that was still fun to watch. That is it, guys. This takes us to the half. So, let me update this. Halftime right now. Let's go ahead and go into our trivia quiz. All right, guys, it's time for our trivia quiz, and I'm going to ask you guys 10 fun questions now. I hope y'all are ready for this. This is one of my favorite parts of the day. It's trivia time, brother. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. No penalties for wrong answers. Question number 1. Guys, what is the name of the Minnesota Vikings home stadium? Is it A, Paycor Stadium? Is it B, Target Field? Or is it C, US Bank Stadium? What is the name of the Minnesota Vikings stadium? You would think that a Minnesota Vikings fan would know the answer to this, but maybe they don't. A lot of answers coming in right now. A lot of, I will say, correct answers coming in right now. Guys, the answer is the US Bank Stadium. It opened in Minneapolis, Minnesota in 2016 at the former site of Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. The stadium has a seating capacity of 66,800. Let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2 coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? How'd y'all do there? Question number 2. What is the name of the Chicago Bears mascot? Is it A, Staley the Bear? Is it B, Barry the Bear? Or is it C, Grizzly Gary? What is the name of the Chicago Bears mascot? Did you even know that the Chicago Bears had a mascot? If you didn't, now you do, and he's got a name. The name of this bear is actually A. Guys, it is Staley the Bear. The official mascot of the Chicago Bears is named Staley the Bear. He is an anthropomorphic bear wearing a customized jersey with the numbers 00 on it, and his name comes from A.E. Staley, who is the founder of the Chicago Bears franchise back in 1919. Let's move on to question number 3. Question number 3. Which Minnesota Vikings player wrote a book in 2013 titled Beautiful, Unique Sparkle Ponies? Is it A, Chris Clue? Is it B, Scott Studwell? Or is it C, Fran Tarkenton? One of these 3 guys wrote a book titled The Beautiful, Unique Sparkle Ponies. Guys, it's on myths, morons, free speech, football, and assorted absurdities. The writer of this book was Chris Clue. Guys, Chris Clue was the man who wrote it, and he wrote that book, looks like back in 2013. He played for the Vikings from 2005 to 2012, but you know what? What an interesting trivia fact. Let's move on to question number 4, guys. Who holds the Chicago Bears record for the most career rushing yards in franchise history? It is not a trick question, guys. Is it A, David Montgomery? Is it B, Walter Payton? Or is it C, Matt Forte? Who holds the Bears franchise record for the most career rushing yards? A, B, or C? Fire away. A lot of you guys are checking in quickly. A lot of you guys are getting this one right. The answer is indeed Walter Payton. Walter Payton, guys, is the man. 16,726 rushing yards during his time with the Chicago Bears from 1975 until 1987. We are approaching the halfway mark of the halftime show, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 5. Which active Minnesota Vikings player was arrested in Los Angeles for a DUI back in July of 2024? Last year, guys, was it A, Jordan Addison? Was it B, Cameron Bynum? Or was it C, Josh Oliver? Which of these three guys was arrested in Los Angeles back in July of last season for a DUI? The answer, Jordan Addison, guys. That's the reason why he's suspended for the first 3 games of this year right now. So no Jordan Addison for 3 games. They're missing him right now. The Vikings are still in the fight. Remember, guys, Vikings down 6-10 in this game. Question number 6. Question number 6, y'all. Which of these movies was released in 1986, the same year as the last Chicago Bears Super Bowl? Is it A, Back to the Future? Is it B, Ghostbusters? Or is it C, Top Gun? Which of these movies was a 1986 blockbuster film that was released in the same year that this team won the Super Bowl? I see like one correct answer out there. The answer was Top Gun. Guys, Top Gun was the name of the movie. Top Gun, baby. Chicago Bears won that Super Bowl. It was the 1985 season, but they won it in 1986. So a bit of a trick question right there. Not necessarily a fair one right there, but we're just doing it for funsies. Next question here, guys. Who holds the Minnesota Vikings all-time record for the most points scored? Who is the Minnesota Vikings record for all-time leading scorer? Is it A, Chris Carter? Is it B, Fred Cox? Or is it C, Randy Moss? A, B, or C? Who holds the Minnesota Vikings all-time leading scorer record? Man, I saw like 3 correct answers come in, guys. I got all of y'all. Just keep this in mind, guys. Most teams, the highest scoring player ever, most points, almost always is going to be a kicker. Fred Cox, ladies and gentlemen, scored 1,365 points from 1963 to 1977. So, moving on to the next one, the Italian Santa Claus, you are right. What was the name of the 1984-1985 Chicago Bears defense that holds the most sacks in a single season in NFL history? Is it A, the Monsters of the Midway? Is it B, the Terrors of the Turf? Or is it C, the Windy City Wizards? What is the name of that legendary Chicago Bears defense? A, B, or C? The answer is the Monsters of the Midway. Good job, guys. Monsters of the Midway, definitely an absolute unit out there, guys. Buddy Ryan, Mike Singletary, Richard Dent, William the Refrigerator Perry. Like, that was before my time, but those are just things that you know. Moving on to question number 9, guys. Who holds the Minnesota Vikings franchise record for the most career passing yards? Come on, Vikings fans. This is your chance here. Is it A, Kirk Cousins? Is it B, Fran Tarkenton? Or is it C, Tommy Kramer? Who holds the Minnesota Vikings franchise record for the most career passing yards? You've got 5 seconds. Don't let me down, Vikings fans. Don't let me down. The answer is Fran Tarkenton. Good job, guys. Well done. Fran Tarkenton, 33,000 passing yards during his time with this team. He played in the 60s and the 70s. Kind of looks like Willy Wonka. I'm cool with it. It's like Willy Wonka met Benjamin Franklin. Let's move on to the last question. Question number 10, guys. Which of these universities did Caleb Williams not play college football at? Is it A, the University of South Carolina? Is it B, the University of Oklahoma? Or is it C, the University of Southern California? Which of these three universities did Caleb Williams not go to college at? Not go to college at, guys. So what do you think? The answer is A, guys. So following one season with the Oklahoma Sooners, he moved to USC. He was a USC Trojan where he won the Heisman in 2022 after setting a single-season school record in passing yards and touchdowns. Okay. That's it, guys. That's all I got for y'all for that trivia quiz. Halftime is almost over, guys. We got another minute or two here. I want to make sure that I do my job here and do my quick promotion, guys. If y'all really want to help this channel out right now, one of the things that I'm really looking to do is promote Underdogs right now, guys. If you sign up for Underdogs using the link Let's FN Go for Football Nation and play $5, you will instantly get $50 when you sign up using that promo code. Click the link that I just put in the chat area right now. Click the play, put in your first deposit, and then get $50, man. It's that simple. It's strolling by at the bottom of the screen right now, guys. Let's effing go. It is for first-time players who sign up for Underdog. You want to help this channel out? That's a great way to do it. You want to put an extra $50 in your pocket? That's a great way to do it. So, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream with me. We're going to go ahead and crash this volume just a little bit. Little ear splitting here. We'll turn this back on and get back to our normal vibe. So halftime is just about over, guys. Let's take a quick look at some of the stats today. Hey, we got to 39,000. Let's see how much farther we can push this sucker. Okay, guys. So, okay, we're going to get some action here momentarily, but halftime ain't over just yet. Halftime is not over just yet. Let's read some comments, guys. I like the quiz, says D. Lindman. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for letting me know. Let's move this up just a hair. Let's move this up just a hair. Okay, I'm going to read some comments, guys. Did you like this live yet? Ask Country Kisses. Did you like this live yet, guys? Have y'all hit that like button just yet? Katie Espresso saying he did 4 out of 10. Country Kisses got 5 out of 10. Mim Chem Mil M asking, when is this over? You know what? 2 minutes and 45 seconds. I can set the timer for you. I'm glad you asked. Monday Night Football giving me that information. I will take it, Monday Night Football. I will take it. Okay. Let's put things in order, shall we? So, I've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. We'll get the second half started here in just a second. So, this is the countdown. You can see it in the top corner here. Countdown for halftime. We're sitting at over 39,000 subscribers now. Let's go. The next benchmark is 40,000 and the real benchmark is 50,000. We got to get to 100,000 hopefully by the end of the year. That's the goal, but you never know. Londa, thanks for checking in. Londa Hans saying you're better than the NFL commentary. Thank you, Londa Hans. Let's see. Brain Twister, FNYES. Worst quarterback in the NFL, Bryce Young, says Mr. Wilson. Have you seen Tyler Shuck? Do you have a fantasy team? I have 4 fantasy teams, Mim Chem Millam. I have 5 fantasy teams, including a dynasty league where we play independent defensive players. So, yeah, I'm definitely big on fantasy. What's up, Caleb? He says, Palm Beach Trader checking in. Caleb plus 200 yards and Jefferson 80-plus receiving yards needed. Oof. You got a long ways to go, Palm Beach Trader, but this game is far from over, bro. This game is far from over. Max Fire Fantasy Report saying, I'm a sub right now. I'm here for you, bro. Thank you for subscribing. Daniel saying, 2KSS definitely. Dak the GOAT. How about them Cowboys, says Monopoly Man Morgan. We'll see what happens with Dak Prescott. Let's read some more comments. Let's get this to 40,000, says John Tran. Let's do it, John. I can't do it without you guys, man. I'm literally... all I can do is put on a show. If you guys like it, you'll subscribe, and if you don't, then you won't. It's that simple. I'm not hurt by it. I just got to know that I just know that I got to do better. That's all it is. Let's see. Power level over 39,000. KSS. I see you 2KSS saying, would you trade RJ Harvey and Jordan Mason for just DJ Moore right now? No. No, you're giving up too much value. RJ Harvey, okay, I'll tell you this right now. RJ Harvey is going to be a thorn in your side for the first, 6 weeks of the season. And after you trade RJ Harvey away, guess what's going to happen? He's going to blow up. Jordan Mason, dude, Aaron Jones is on the wrong side of 30. He's already got more carries than Aaron Jones tonight as it is. I think Jordan Mason could eventually become the starting running back for this Minnesota Vikings team. And it looks like halftime is over, guys. I just had the horn go off in my earphones, so it is time to get back to the action. We need 951 for 40,000. We got a ways to go, bro, but that's okay. I'm not going to force, I'm not going to try to twist anyone's arm into this. I just want all of it to happen organically. So there's something, Yahoo, about a boy who doesn't know how to play football, Foghorn Leghorn. Oh, Foghorn Leghorn. That's the big giant rooster with that thick country accent, ain't it? That's that big giant rooster. Here's the kickoff, guys. The Vikings sending this one back to the Chicago Bears. Both teams have a fresh new set of timeouts. Here's the return to the 20. Looks like he gets out to about the 22-yard line, and Devin Duvernay going to start this drive at the 22. So shrink this just a hair. Get myself put back into this right now. Okay. After Sunday, CJ saying 70 grand. Heck yeah, sir. Total yards of offense for the Minnesota Vikings. Less than 100 total yards of offense for Minnesota. 172 total yards of offense for the Chicago Bears in the first half. Ben Johnson's team looking like the better team right now. Let's see if this will hold up. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Caleb Williams under center. Motion on the field from Cole Kmet. Here's the snap. 4-man rush coming in. A pump fake. A throw to the flat. Puts it too far ahead of DeAndre Swift. That pass is incomplete. Stops the clock with 14:49. And we've got ourselves a 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Did I hate the Micah Parsons trade? No, but I'm in a different situation because it's like Micah Parsons stayed in the family because my wife is a Green Bay Packers fan and I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So seeing Micah Parsons go to Green Bay, at least I still get to watch Micah Parsons play. She's happy. Her team got way better. I'm here, so let's keep going. 2nd down and 10, 22-yard line, offset I formation motion on the field. Here's the snap. Caleb Williams, a play action. The blitz coming in. Caleb Williams in the pocket, winds up and throws to the flat again. Intended receiver Cole Kmet. That pass incomplete. This brings up a 3rd down and 10. 3rd down and 10. Okay. We're going to step away from the comments, ladies and gentlemen, so I can call this play to the best of my abilities. Chicago Bears with 10, Minnesota Vikings with 6, 3rd down and 10 coming up right now. And the Bears are still at their own 22-yard line to open up the half. This is the opening drive of the 2nd half. Olamide Zaccheaus going to the left side of this formation. They do blitz. They bring the house. They'll wind up in the throw to Zaccheaus, and Caleb Williams' pass could not have been more off target on that one. Caleb Williams did also take a hit on the play. The clock stops with 14:41, so the opening drive for the Chicago Bears less than 20 seconds on a quick 3 and out. The opening drive for the Chicago Bears was less than 20 seconds. 4th down and 10 coming up, and it's like the Minnesota Vikings get a fresh new sigh of relief. They get to sigh some relief right here. They get the football back. It's almost like they started the half with the football with this much time left. Here's the kick. Looks like Torrey Taylor going to send this one back to the Minnesota Vikings. We do get the return, and Minnesota brings it out to the 40, the 45, the 50, across midfield down at the 48-yard line on the other half of midfield. That's a good return, and that's good for a Minnesota Vikings 1st down here. Minnesota gets the football after the kickoff. 14:28 left to go, and we're going to get a change of personnel. 14:28. Let's update all of these. Make sure everything is nice and clean. Here we go. Bengals going to win the AFC North, says Cope with it. What up, Cope with it? Okay, guys. We're going to ask another question here. 50-50 split just about between the Bears and the Vikings, guys. 50-50 split between these Bears and Vikings. Here we go. Motion on the field, waiting for the snap. Adam Thielen is the man in motion. Little play action. J.J. McCarthy will wind up and throw. It's popped up in the air. The tip drill. The football finds its way on the ground. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. Few seconds going to be milked off the clock. Will the Vikings score a touchdown today? Will the Vikings score a touchdown today? Personal foul, roughing the passer. It will be a penalty against the Chicago Bears, guys. A pretty big one here. A roughing the passer call. Yikes, the Chicago Bears, Dayo Adeyingbo, just drilling poor J.J. McCarthy right there. That's good for a Vikings automatic first down. That puts them in Chicago territory, down at the Chicago 34 on the 15-yard penalty. So 1st and 10 coming up now for these Minnesota Vikings. Will the Vikings score a touchdown on this drive? You guys have 34 yards to decide. Here we go. Single back formation. The snap, the handoff. Aaron Jones, no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 2nd down and 10 coming up now for the Minnesota Vikings. They got to find a way to move the football without the help of the officials. Second down and 10. Shotgun formation. Jordan Mason is the running back on this play. Jalen Naylor by himself on the right-hand side. I see Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson at the top of the screen. There's a cutback here from – nope, not going to work. So bad run there from Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones tries to go to the right. He cannot gain much. He ends up picking up maybe a yard or two. Stays inbounds. 3rd down and 8 coming up. The clock is hot down at the Chicago 32. Brought down by Brisker on the play. And the Vikings tonight are 0 for 5 on 3rd downs. I'll say that again. The Vikings have yet to convert a single 3rd down in this game. 0 for 5 right now. Here's a 3rd down and 8 from the 32-yard line. This is inside of field goal range, but they want to get 6 points here. They'll happily go down by 1, but let's see what happens. Here's the snap. JJ will wind up and throw. It's intercepted. We're going the other way. This could be a pick 6. This is a house call to the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, pick 6, Chicago Bears. Let's effing go. The Chicago Bears, a pick 6 on the play, and that is good for them. Wright is going to intercept that one and take it for 74 yards. 74-yard touchdown interception return. Nahshon Wright absolutely embarrassing J.J. McCarthy on that one. Way to run it back. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. J.J. McCarthy, y'all should have kept Sam Darnold, bro. Y'all should have kept Sam Darnold. Here's the kickoff from the right hash right now. The snap, the hold, the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the extra point attempt is there as well. So this is good for DeAndre Swift fans if you're a Chicago Bears fan. The Bears going to kick this one back off to the Minnesota Vikings. Let's reset everything. Wow. That was a house call. 74-yard interception returned for a touchdown. Pick 6, the first big defensive play. Actually, a couple of bags on the day already, man. This is a tough game right now for the Minnesota Vikings. So we're starting the second half right now. Will the Vikings score on this drive? Looks like all of a sudden the nose started skyrocketing. Thank you very much, third quarter. Thank you very much, third quarter. Robert Zamora, thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Okay, guys. Legendary Bro also out there. Robert Zamora saying I had the wrong quarter up. Thank you, Legendary Bro. Thank you, Robert Zamora, for keeping me honest on the scoreboard above my head. 12 minutes and 51 seconds left to go right now, guys. 12:51 left to go in this third quarter. It's an 11-point game. But you know what, man? We just watched the Buffalo Bills come back from 15 with like 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. So if they can do it, maybe Aiden O'Connell and his team can do it as well. Former Viking saying Micah Kim, bro. No problem. I got you. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, legendary, bro. Kevin saying Vikings go home. Who was the intended target on that play? Looks like the intended target on that play was Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson was the intended receiver on that interception. Good question out there. 110 more yards. I think the Vikings can give up a record-tying pick six, says Monopoly Morgan. Ooh, amazing game, says legendary, bro. All right, guys, let's do a quick Q&A. I want to do a quick shout-out to all the newbies who are watching, guys. If you are new, drop 5 emojis. Say hello. What is up, newbies? Welcome, welcome, guys and gals who have been here before. Let's give our newbies a warm welcome today. Who is new in the house? Let's see. We'll see these popping up right now. We got B Pope 03. What up, B Pope? Kaylee in the house. Aaron in the house. What's up, Aaron? High fives to you, brother. Appreciate that. We got Chris Engler in the house. What up? Welcome, newbies. Jake 423. Mella with the flex right now saying new subscriber. Goo in the house. David Chambers. I feel like I've seen you in here before, David. Tater Salad. What up? MC. What up? Josh Walker. What is up? John Cardenas just types in the word 5 emojis. Keith Burgess, hello. Daniel, hello. We've got Armenthus Caldwell. What's up? Good to have you in here. Interesting name. I got questions on it, but we'll leave it like that for now. Dustin H is in the house. James Abari checking in. Mac Cruz. What's going on, Mac? What up, Mac? All right, Aaron seems to have checked in right now. We got D. Lindemann with a $2 super chat checking in. Frank Tate, what is up? Mike Shipped, hello. Chicago Bears sending this back to the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kickoff. Here's the return. The 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30. Just shy of the 30, down at the 28. 1st and 10 coming up for Minnesota. Couple more newbies checking in right now. Looks like we got Frank Tate, Rusted Nation, James Abari, Dave in the house, Dave Paolucci, Anthony Gonzalez. What is up, Anthony Gonzalez? Lance saying, I want that fist bump. Let's go, Lance. Guy Charles, hello. A1 Dog, Rip, Rusted Nation, Cree, Alfonso de los Reyes. What's up, man? Hell, Rel, Durrell, and Cree. What's up, guys? Thank y'all. Okay, guys, I'm going to step away from the chat. Thanks for letting me know that you guys are new. Let's have some fun tonight. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. J.J. McCarthy tosses this to the left-hand side, and Jordan Mason cuts back in. He will pick up about 3 yards on that play. 2nd down and 7 coming up, starting the clock. Let's get this thing hot. 2nd down and 7. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all the newbies. Looks like Paisley? Wilbanks? Paisley Wilbanks. I don't know why I struggled to read your name. What's up, Paisley Wilbanks? Thanks for checking in. Dan the Weed Monk. What's up, Dan? Deshaun Delgado checks in right now. Okay. Dale Dukes. What up? Okay, guys, I'm stepping away from the chat. 2nd down and 6 coming up is what it's on my TV screen. A little play action. J.J. McCarthy steps up through the pocket. He gets wrapped up. He gets sacked. Another bag on the day for the Chicago Bears defense. 3rd down coming up, and it's a 3rd down and 13, a loss of 6 on the play. 3rd down and 13, and these Minnesota Vikings are really struggling to get any kind of momentum going offensively. Aiden O'Connell, they always call him the quarterback whisperer. I wonder he's going to have to whisper loudly today. He might have to be the quarterback yeller adder in order to get J.J. McCarthy on the right way here. A loss of 6 yards on 2nd down and 7 brings up a 3rd down and 13, and the Minnesota Vikings have not been able to convert 3rd downs all night. They're 0 for 6 on 3rd downs. A flag coming in. This could be a delay of game penalty. Oh, my goodness. It does not get worse than that. 3rd down and 13 becomes 3rd down and 18. Flag. Delay of game. Delay of game. Minnesota Vikings are backed up once again, guys. So now the Vikings are all the way to their own 20-yard line, and J.J. McCarthy aggressively was saying, give me the ball. He wanted that snap. The snap did not come in. He's got his hands on the helmet. There's just too much for him to process right now. This is all coming in way too quickly for J.J. McCarthy. I think he should have played every snap of the preseason just to get him up to speed. Here's the snap. McCarthy will hand this off to Jordan Mason, and this one will go backwards too? What is happening to the Minnesota Vikings? 4th down and 20 after another big loss here. 4th down and 20, and O'Connell cannot believe it. J.J. McCarthy maybe a one-year quarterback here for the Minnesota Vikings. Hope you didn't draft Justin Jefferson. It's okay. It's just game one, though. It is just game one. Minnesota has a long season ahead. We'll talk about their season during the next commercial break here. But a 4th down and 20. Here's the punt. Ryan Wright sending this to Devin Duvernay. Duvernay to return from the 30. Bobbles the catch. Steps out at about the 35. Let's see where they mark this one. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears when we get back from the incipient commercial break that we should be seeing here momentarily. Stop the clock to the flag. We do have a flag on this play on the kickoff. 10:08. 10:08 left to go. There's a flag. Receiving team, a holding against the Bears. This is going to back them up 10 yards from there. So he got out to about the 35. They'll probably put him back at the 25 if that's the case. But a 1st and 10 coming up nevertheless. So let's take a quick look at these two schedules, guys. 1st and 10 going to come up for the Chicago Bears after the kickoff. Why don't we take a look at the schedules for these two teams? Okay, guys, Minnesota Vikings. They do have an early bye week, guys. Early bye week. So this is their first opening game right now. They are playing the Chicago Bears. Obviously, I don't have it listed here because it's happening right now. The next 5 games, or the next 5 weeks, it should be titled, Minnesota Vikings will be hosting the Atlanta Falcons, and then they will be hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. In Week 4, they will be at Pittsburgh, and then in Week 5 at Cleveland. Guys, this is an early game. It's listed at 9:30 a.m. Both of these games happening in Europe. These are not home-based games, guys. These are going to be long travel games, international games, back-to-back for the Minnesota Vikings. Both games back-to-back for the Minnesota Vikings. And, yeah, kind of an interesting matchup that we've got here. So if you're a Vikings fan, you're going to have to wake up early for these two games. Sorry, kind of is what it is, Vikings fans. Then you get the bye week early in Week 6. When we look at the Chicago Bears, it's kind of a tough schedule here. They've got this game right now against Minnesota, a playoff team from last season. Then they've got to go up against the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions not looking as good as they looked last year. Plus, there is the storyline with head coach Ben Johnson being the new coach here for the, being the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions and now being the head coach of the Chicago Bears. That move, there's going to be a lot of emotions flowing out there for sure. Week 3, Dallas Cowboys at Chicago. I'm hoping that the Dallas Cowboys can figure it out by then. I do think Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens will end up figuring out a way to score some points this season. I think they will be able to win this game here too. Not only do I think my Cowboys will win this game, I also think my Dallas Cowboys are going to win Week 2 against the New York Giants. So the Cowboys should be coming into this game 1-1 should everything go the way we want it to for Cowboys fans. Week 4, I think the Bears could win this game against the Las Vegas Raiders, but we have to see what this Raiders team is going to be. Pete Carroll got the win against Mike Vrabel in Week 1 against the New England Patriots, so this team already has a win under its belt. Let's see what they look like by the time we get to the end of September. Week 5 is a bye week for the Chicago Bears, the earliest bye week. They will have a bye week alongside the Green Bay Packers, and Week 6 it will be Bears at Commanders. Chicago Bears have the football right now. It's a 1st and 10 at the Chicago 20. Here's the snap, the toss, and this time going to the right-hand side. Looks like it will be no gain, maybe even a loss of a yard here, and it's going to be no gain. Starts the clock, 2nd down and 10 after the failed toss. Okay, guys, the K-Bat Gamer saying my Chicago Bears gonna pack this year. I see you out there, bro. What's going on, guys? Next commercial break, I'm going to read the chats. I'm going to ask another question from you guys, and we're going to connect one more time. I just wanted to make sure that I got that data for y'all during that commercial break. 9 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. Caleb Williams under center. DJ Moore, the motion man, the snap, the play action. Williams winds up and throws to DJ Moore. Moore makes the grab, and Moore is there for 22 yards. First down, Chicago. I knew this was going to be the case, man. DJ Moore is that guy. DJ Moore is that guy. First down for the Chicago Bears. This moves the football to the Chicago 42. This moves the Bears to the Chicago 42. First and 10 coming up for the Bears. The Bears. Nice pass, says Music Mary Videos. Oh, excuse me. Here we go, guys. First and 10, a toss to the right-hand side. Oh, snap. Down the wrong pipe. Okay, so Luther Burden makes the catch out of the backfield, losing a couple of yards on that play after the big first down pickup from DJ Moore. Second down and 13 coming up. The rookie Luther Burden does get involved in the passing game, does not go anywhere there. All right, y'all. Second down and 13, DJ Moore already tonight. Looks like DJ Moore, 4 targets, 3 receptions for 57 yards. A shotgun formation with 8 minutes left to go. Here is the snap against the blitz, the windup and the throw, and Caleb Williams passes incomplete, stopping the clock with 8:11 and third down. Third down and long. Will the Chicago Bears be able to score here? Action, Maine. That's a funny one. Okay, I like it. So Richard Reed saying he read my post and got choked. Bengals will crush the Bears. I mean, it's possible. Andrew Van Ginkel just got flipped upside down right now. Second team All-Pro 2024 Pro Bowl selection. It's his 7th season in the NFL. Shotgun formation, though, for the Chicago Bears. Here's the snap from the 39-yard line. Williams winds up, throws, has to elevate to make the catch, tries to drop the shoulder, doesn't pick up much, but the rookie Colston Loveland will pick up a few yards on there. Third down and 13, a gain of 4 brings up a fourth down and 9, and the punt team will come out for Chicago. So the punt team coming out for Chicago, 4th down and 9. That drive not bearing any fruit here for the Chicago Bears. Their last touchdown coming off of a defensive play. J.J. McCarthy not having himself a very good day. Let's see what happens. Can the Minnesota Vikings answer back? So here's a quick question. Here's the quick poll. Are the Vikings cooked? Or the Minnesota Vikings cooked? Here's a big boot back to Minnesota, to the 10, cuts back inside to the 15, the 20, puts his head down at the 23-yard line. First and 10 coming up for the Minnesota Vikings after that kick. Yes, 67% saying yes. Okay, let's see. Hurricane Dicka says donkey. Francois checks in. What's up, Francois? Francois saying Bengals are broke. All right, guys, here's my question to y'all. Who is your NFL team? Who is your NFL team? Who is your NFL team? Guys, check out my website. I'm doing weekly pick'ems here. I'm going to pull up all of the teams so you guys can see who your team is playing this week. Let's take a quick look. All right, guys, these are the matchups for Week 2. All of the Week 2 schedule is before your very eyes right here, ladies and gentlemen. Who is your team going up against? Who is your favorite team? We got a lot of them checking in right now. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of them checking in for sure. We've got Eddie North for the Ravens, Brandon for the Bears, Oscar for the Chiefs. Chiefs got a matchup against the Eagles in Week 2. The Chicago Bears, as we just mentioned, have that game against the Detroit Lions coming up. Philly, I can see you down here, Philly. That's going to be a tough one. Tough one against the Chiefs. Chiefs got a tough one against the Eagles. It's going to be a good one. Mark McKay, I see you. Crunchy, I see you. Peter Hahn for the Redskins. Washington Commanders have Thursday night football against the Green Bay Packers. That is Thursday, September 11th at 7:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's see. We got a Giants fan in the house. Robert Mead, what's going on? You're going up against my Dallas Cowboys in week 2. I see you, Robert Mead. I see a Rams fan in the house in LaShawn Korb. I see William Rodberg. Or Robert, William, what's going on? New England Patriots fan, New England Patriots. Looks like the Pats have their matchup AFC East showdown against the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins, bro. The poor Miami Dolphins, I feel like they have no control of that locker room right now, and everyone is talking about how Tyreek Hill is going to request a trade and want out here super soon. I see it happening. The Saints, man, the Saints have not been the same since Drew Brees left, huh? But they still have Alvin Kamara, and Chris Olave did pretty good. Let's see how much more they can involve Chris Olave and see if Spencer Rattler can actually get his act together. Tough game against the San Francisco 49ers in week 2. Shout out to all of the football fans watching this live stream right now. I'm sorry I even asked the question because I'm not going to get a chance to talk about everyone's comments right now, and I wish I had more time to chat with y'all, but the action is back on. I'm going to turn this thing off. The action is back on. 1st and 10, single back formation from the 23-yard line. Minnesota with it. There's the snap. There's the throw. A tough grab made by TJ Hawkinson. He does pick up a yard or two. The official saying down by contact. So 2nd down. The clock is still ticking here. That official needs to get that football put back. So it's going to be a 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8. It is a catch for sure. And he is down. He is tagged. So here we go. 49ers are going to the Super Bowl, says Ricardo. Vamos a ver. What's up, Melinda? Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for subscribing to this channel. If you still have not subscribed to this channel and I've had your attention for 10, 15, 20 minutes, or you're looking at this game and thinking, man, this game sucks, but you're still hanging out with me on this channel, this is why you need to subscribe. This is why you need to subscribe, guys. This is why you need to subscribe. Okay. Okay, let's get some new scrolling text at the bottom of the screen. Lost track of that one. Here is the AFC South scrolling by at the bottom. Indianapolis Colts got the win. The Jacksonville Jaguars got the win. The Houston Texans got the win. The Tennessee Titans 0-1. And then in the AFC West, you can see that here as well. So looks like this play is currently under review, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go back to a quick commercial break because this play is under review. So under review, let's find out what happens here in just a few moments. 39,000 subscribers, 39.123. Can we get to 30? I don't know. I don't even know how far we can get right now. But the goal is to try to get to 40,000 before, I guess, maybe the end of week 2. Got to get to 50,000 sooner than that. We're going to climb. We're going to climb. We're going to work. We're going to grind. It doesn't even matter, man. I just hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. It looks like a Nizari's feels like, okay, buddy. That's okay, man. That's no hard feelings, bro. If you feel that way, I'm sorry that you're going to miss out on a beautiful product right now. But you know what? Just to go ahead and kind of do my thing, because I do have to do my thing, I'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, guys, we're back. We're live. You're watching Football Nation, and we're here to have some fun today. So if you aren't having enough fun during this game, it would probably be a good time to actually sign up for Underdog. Long Johnson saying, we love gambling products. Look, man, all I'm saying is if you've got the extra scratch, you can play you don't tell other people what to do with their money is what I'm saying. Do whatever you'd like. The choice is yours, bro. The choice is yours. Okay, at chat help says Denny Mutter 1 2 3 4. Dean Mutter, Diane Mutter, not quite sure what that name is. I'm gonna step away with from the comment section. 6 minutes and 37 seconds. The call stands as is. The Chicago Bears gonna lose a timeout. There's a throw to Aaron Jones, and it looks like on 2nd down and 8, Aaron Jones will pick up about 5. 3rd down and 3 coming up right now. 6 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. 6 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. The clock is ticking. It is a 3rd down. CJ has become a 1st down channel member. Let's go, CJ. Fist bumps to you, bro. I see you with the luchador flex. Let's go. All right, guys. Frank Tate, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 3rd down and 2 situation coming up right now. The Minnesota Vikings looking to convert their first 3rd down of the night. J.J. McCarthy 2 yards away from getting a 1st down here. The 4-man rush comes in. McCarthy winds up, throws, catch is made. It looks like Adam Thielen can't hang on to it after the hit. It was a beautifully thrown football, and Adam Thielen got hit by Stevenson. It jarred the ball loose, like one of those Madden plays where you're like, are you kidding me? It hit Thielen. Thielen grabbed the football. Oh, he totally dropped it. What a play by Stevenson on 3rd down. 4th down and 2 coming up. Awesome. Okay. Waiting for the punt now from the Minnesota Vikings. Here is the kick. The Vikings send this back to the Chicago Bears. Chicago will now have a chance. Here is the return. Out to the 23-yard line. I guess it's signaled a fair catch. 4th down and 2. 4th down and 2 coming up right now. Guys and gals, I'm all about helping people. I've got a neighbor right now who is also a live streamer. Let's see if we can't give our boy a raid. Let's go check him out. I'm going to check out his channel, see if he's live. See if he's live. Let's do a quick. He is live right now. This is going to be great. Oh, hell yeah. Let's blow up this guy's chat room real quick with a Football Nation mod. Here's a snap, 1st and 10. The handoff to the running back, DeAndre Swift, will bulldoze his way forward for a pickup of 9 on 1st and 10. This brings up a 2nd down and 1. Quick shout out, guys. Again, we want to help out our boy. His name is OP Marked. He's a cool cat. He's a cool cat, guys, and he's a gamer. So if you guys play Warzone, if you guys like video games, this is the perfect one to go. Please just check in there and just say Football Nation Raid. Just type in Football Nation Raid. Let him know that we're in there saying what's up to our buddies, just trying to help some people out right now. Just trying to help some people out right now. Here's the snap, guys. Fakes the handoff. 2nd down and 1. Caleb Williams runs out of time. Has to throw to the flat. The catch is made. DJ Morris spin move. Falls forward. Picks up the 1st down. 1st and 10. Coming up here for the Chicago Bears. And DJ Moore. Be sure to say, Football Nation sent me to help my neighbor out. Thanks, guys. Just click the button. Give him a thumbs up. Say, what's up, bro? I already smashed the like button here on this. Let's see, can I even leave a comment? Oh, shit. Sugar. Oops. Maybe not. But here we go. Pull the screen down. I can't see JJ stats, please. I got you. Okay, guys, let's pop this out. If you chose to do the quick raid, then thank you, guys. If you didn't, then I don't blame you. Here's the snap. 1st and 10. There's the handoff. A gain of about 4 yards right now. We're here watching Football Nation. We're watching football, man. What's the point? Raid is on, says Chris Engler. Let's go. Drop that link one more time. See if he even notices out there right now. See if he even notices. Let's make sure to smash that like button on his page. He's actually got like, dude, he's got 50,000 followers on Twitch. He has more subscribers on Twitch than I have on YouTube. Here's the snap on 2nd down and 6. Caleb Williams in trouble. Will scramble to the right-hand side. Caleb Williams, way faster than everyone else, picks up enough on 2nd down and 6. That'll end up being a 1st down run right there. 1st down for the Chicago Bears. 3 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. He noticed, says Chris. Let's go. Got him, says Spike D. Let's go. He did kept saying Football Nation Raid. Let's go, bro. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thanks, guys. Thank you for raiding our boy. I'm gonna ping him later, man. I'm gonna ping him later. He's killing it on Twitch right now. 56,000 followers on Twitch. We are live on Twitch right now here as well, guys. Raid, those are fun, says Country Kisses. Williams looking more composed than last year, says Booty Johnson. Any fourth quarter picks? We'll find out. All right, guys, I am going to step away. Don't forget to like his video, guys. Please be sure to like his video if you go over there, so that way he gets boosted up a little bit here in the algorithm. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left to go. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left to go. Here we are. Good vibes, says Mad Steve. Podcast the game more, please. Let's chat on less on the chat. I got you, Forbidden K. I got you. You're absolutely right. That is actually one of the things that I pride myself in. Right now we're in the middle of, I guess, an official review. I guess right now we're in the middle of a review. 1st and 10 coming up, 3 minutes and 27 seconds left to go. Okay, clock is now ticking once again. Let's get ourselves focused back on this game and focus on why you guys are here. 1st and 10, 3 minutes left to go. Motion on the field, the snap and the handoff this time. A carry around the left-hand side is going to be a pickup of about 2 yards as DeAndre Swift gets just a couple on that one. 2nd down and 8 coming up. It looks like Blake Cashman going to the blue tent right now. I wonder if Cashman's okay. 2nd down and 8 at the Minnesota 46-yard line. The stats are down below for your convenience. I'm going to try to slide the graphics on the right-hand side down a little bit so y'all can get a little more data here. Lined up on 2nd down and 8, guys. Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears with the football. Motion on the field from Colston Loveland. Here's the snap, the handoff, going around the left-hand side on a counter play. Gets inside the 40, down inside the 35. DeAndre Swift picks up the 1st down. 1st down, Chicago to the 12. 12-yard pickup to the Minnesota 34. So from the 46 on this side of midfield to the 34. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. From the 46 of this side to the 34 on that side. I can't even math right now. Am I tripping? Minnesota, from the Minnesota 46 to the Minnesota 34. We're in Minnesota territory. I'll reel myself back in. 1st and 10. Chicago Bears with the football. A flag comes in right now. This one could be against the defense. Either way, it does stop the clock. Let's stop the clock. I threw myself out of the groove trying to do something nice for someone else. We've got ourselves an a neutral zone infraction against Javon Hargrave of the Minnesota Vikings. This will bring up a 1st and 5. Got to reset all of this after that 1st down pickup. 1st and 5 now. Losing my voice too. This game is hard to watch, says TM. Chicago is rolling, says Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go. The clock is ticking. Here's the snap and the handoff to DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift will bulldoze his way forward on 1st and 5 for a gain of 5, and that's good for a Chicago Bears 1st down, Chicago. 1st down for the Chicago Bears, and this takes us down to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 24. 1st and 10 from the 24. What the F? That ain't going on in Chicago. Not so much Chicago is rolling. McCarthy just isn't doing anything, says Raven MC. Uncle Bob's Carnivore saying Bears are about to poop in the end zone. James Obari saying, what's up? What up, James? Appreciate y'all. Okay, stepping away from the chat. 52 seconds left to go. DeAndre Swift, the single back, a little play action. Caleb Williams this time will wind up and throw to DeAndre Swift, making the catch, getting inside the red zone. There's a flag on the play. He's down at the 10. Let's find out what this flag is. 41 seconds left to go. This could be a holding against the offense. Something tells me it's going to be a holding against the offense. It is going to be a holding against the Chicago Bears offense. Holding. 10-yard penalty, repeat 1st down, 1st and 20 coming up now. 1st and 20 coming up now. Let's change this. 1st and 20 coming up. I see the hold. That's clearly a hold. Yeah, good call. Good call by the officials. I like that one. Okay, The clock is still ticking, so a long ways to go as we approach the fourth quarter. The Bears are up by 11. Chicago 17, Minnesota Vikings just 6, have yet to score a touchdown in this game. Caleb Williams in the shotgun formation, waiting for the snap. He takes it. He drops. He winds up. He fires, and it's right through the hands of Cole Kmet. Pass is incomplete. Second down and 20 with 15 seconds left to go. Vikings need a turnover, says Chris Engler. Already in field goal range, says Tony Clifton. That is very, very true. Again, the football will remain at the 34-yard line after the incomplete pass intended for Cole Kmet. That pass was incomplete. It was close, just a little bit too far out of reach. So 15 seconds left to go. It is a second down and 20. In a shotgun formation here. Motion on the field. This time it's Odunze on the move. Dropping back against the four-man rush. They break right through, and it looks like Caleb Williams is going to scramble for his life. I think he throws that forward. Did he fumble it? They're going to say this pass is a forward pass incomplete. Maybe it's not going to be intentional grounding. He was outside of the pocket. 5 seconds left to go. I don't know what the heck that was from Caleb Williams, but it looked like floundering to me. Let's find out what the flag is. I swear, if you call that intentional grounding, he was out of the pocket. He was out of the pocket. There was nobody there, so I don't know what the flag is going to be. And, of course, they're going to call it intentional grounding. So, intentional grounding against the Chicago Bears. How? He was literally at the numbers. He was literally at the numbers, guys. 5 seconds left to go. All right. Even if the Vikings get a turnover, it does nothing. They can't get anything done. Didn't get, let's see. Bad call, says Living Like Larry. Just got, my God, just kick for 3, please, says Matthew B. Matthew B. ready to get that football back in the hands of the Minnesota Vikings, I suppose. Third down and 30. Winds up and throws. Catch is made by Olamide Zaccheaus, and Zaccheaus will take this one to the 32-yard line. So on third down and very, very long after that penalty, it was a third down and 30 after that. A third down and 30, a big gain of 12 yards brings up a fourth down and 18. Fourth down and 18, and that is the end of the third quarter. So when we get back from this commercial break, we're going into a commercial break, we will have fourth down and 18, and we'll probably get the field goal unit out right now. Tough game to watch, says TM Martinesque. Game's not over yet. 49-yard field goal, says Tony. Probably. We'll just leave it out there for you. Since you called it, Tony Clifton, we'll leave it right there. Katie Espresso says punt. Game over, says Mr. Wilson. Guys, I don't know that this game is over yet. It's an 11-point game. And even if the Minnesota Vikings don't score on this drive, or even if the Bears only get a field goal on this drive, again, we just saw special happen last night with 5 minutes left. There's plenty of time left. I need Aaron to stay underneath receiving 8.5 yards, says Injao Guthra. This has been a real upset, says Michael and Marco and family. Eric Pitts saying game over. Tyreek Joseph saying, I know you wasn't, but can you please? Can you stream the Saints is what Tyreek Joseph wants me to do. I will have at least one Saints game, Tyreek. I promise, bro. I promise. The K-Bat Gamer saying, hey, Football Nation, do you think us Bears will ever get a Super Bowl again? I think you'll get as close as you possibly can this year. I really do like the Chicago Bears this year. I think the best teams in this division can still be 3 NFC North teams. I don't know, man. I think every team in the NFC North should. It's just crazy. Small Fish saying Bears suck. Vikings are even worse. Okay, guys. Does the Packers and Cowboys play each other? Packers and Cowboys play each other in Week 4, and I will be live for that one. I don't know what we're going to put our son in. Wife is a Packers fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. Kind of funny. Okay, guys, we're coming back from this commercial break. The field goal unit is out. and it's time to put up a field goal here. Chicago Bears with the football. They're about to kick this one. And it's a 50-yard field goal attempt. So a 50-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if the Chicago Bears can knock this one back from the left hash. From the left hash. Here's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is no good. Oh, no. I'm going to cut the music. I played the music prematurely. Oh, my goodness. Cairo Santos, a 50-yard field goal is no good, and the attempt is bad. It's the Vikings football now. 1st and 10 coming up for Minnesota after the missed kick, and Ben Johnson in disbelief of that kick. The disappointment in his face. Oh, man, Chicago only up by 11. It remains a 2-possession game. It would have been a 2-possession game either way. But here we go. 1st and 10. Single back formation. Jordan Mason is the football out there. We are at the 40-yard line. Minnesota Vikings at the 40. Under center, J.J. McCarthy hands this off to Jordan Mason. Mason goes up the middle, gets to the 45, picks up 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards before going down. A 7-yard pickup brings up a 2nd down and 3, and it looks like the Minnesota Vikings are on the move this time. Can the Vikings continue this drive? One touchdown here would make it kind of a scary spot, man. If you go 13, if the score here is 13-17, maybe the 2-point conversion. Blake Cashman is out with a hamstring injury, guys, the linebacker for the Minnesota Vikings, but the Vikings offense is on the field. Here's the snap from the 47-yard line. The handoff to Jordan Mason, who gets through the defense. The 40, the 35, a big gain there. 1st down, Minnesota. The Vikings pick up a 1st down. A fresh new set. Let's get this thing going. What is going on to anybody watching this live stream out there on Twitch? Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Anybody watching this on YouTube, appreciate y'all being here too. Be sure to smash that like button if you have not already done so. I know a lot of people have commitment issues and don't want to subscribe to the channel. That's okay, guys. Be sure to hit that like button. If we got 3,000 people watching, we should get to at least 1,000 likes. Motion on the field from Justin Jefferson with 13:40 left to go. Fakes the handoff here, and J.J. McCarthy will sit there, take the hit, deliver the pass. Catch is made. 1st down, Justin Jefferson. So this puts us inside of the red zone. Justin Jefferson with a 17-yard grab. 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings down at the Chicago Bears 18-yard line. Can the Vikings score a touchdown on this drive? You're about to find out. 1st and 10, 18-yard line, 13.5 minutes remaining here. JJ, beautiful catch on that play. As we approach the 13-minute mark here from the 18-yard line, Justin Jefferson blinged out. Lots of diamond on this guy. Let's see if he is actually ice cold. The blitz coming in, but Jordan Mason, wrapped up by his own player. Adam Thielen got in front of him. There was a good space, a lot of space to roam, and Jordan Mason looks like the RB1 in this backfield, guys. If you are an Aaron Jones owner and you have him for fantasy football, check on Aaron Jones after this game. If Jordan Mason is still available on your waiver wires, take a look at him, guys. If nothing else, Jordan Mason running aggressively and looks like the #1 RB on this team. Under center right now, looks like McCarthy fakes the toss, goes the opposite way. He winds up and throws, and a great defensive play there by Montez Sweat to break up that one on 2nd down and 5. On 2nd down and 5. It brings up a 3rd down and 5 and stops the clock with 12:18. 3rd down and 5 coming up from the Chicago 13-yard line. I don't know who that pass was intended for. It was a bad decision to try and throw it, but I guess McCarthy just didn't want to take the hit. That was just great defense by Montez Sweat. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Shotgun formation against a 4-man rush. McCarthy winds up and fires to the end zone. It's caught. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown. And there's the gritty, baby. Touchdown, Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota Vikings. And the Vikings score the touchdown. The score is now 12-17. You need a 2-point conversion or you're going to need another touchdown here. Do you go for 2 or do you kick the extra point attempt? That is the real question now. I say go for 2. I know last night I had a different idea of it, but they are lined up to go for 2 to make this a 3-point game instead of a 4-point game. Field goal could change everything here, guys. So 12 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. Here's the 2-point conversion for the Minnesota Vikings. McCarthy takes the snap. McCarthy runs out of time. McCarthy runs straight into the defense. McCarthy, a spin move, trying to dance. Oh, my gosh. McCarthy just got absolutely folded on that play. Oh, bro. Don't risk that. Don't risk that, dude. Why are you – oh, my gosh. McCarthy seems okay. There's a flag on the play, but McCarthy got absolutely like high-low hit on that. Flag on the play. It is against the Minnesota Vikings, guys. It is against the Minnesota Vikings on that 2-point conversion. So it's going to end up being another play here. Hands to the face is what I saw. Hands to the face right there against the Chicago Bears. So now the Chicago Bears are going to get a chance to redo this 1st and goal attempt, I guess, this 2-point conversion from the 1-yard line instead. So a foul against the Chicago Bears, and the Minnesota Vikings will get one more shot at it. Minnesota Vikings will get one more shot at this one. Dayo Adeyingbo being charged for another foul right now. So 2-point attempt from the 1-yard line this time. I would hand this off to Jordan Mason and let him do his thing. Just let Mason do it. Nope, he's going to throw the other way. Catch is made. Can you get there? Josh Oliver cannot. And Josh Oliver falls short of the 2-point conversion. It is no good. And so the Minnesota Vikings will have to kick off. They're down by 5. Nothing changes. A touchdown will still win this game for them. Here we go. I mean, even if they kicked the extra point attempt, it makes it a 4-point game, right? You would still need the touchdown. So I don't dislike that situation there. I would have gone for it as well. I would have gone for it twice just like they did. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out, and the Chicago Bears are going to get the football back. Still, though, plenty of time, guys. I don't think the Minnesota Vikings are cooked just yet. From Justin Jefferson, Bill saying confusing, unless there's a safety. Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, let's go from Jefferson. Jones and Thielen, no shows tonight. The extra point means if the Bears kick a field goal, another touchdown ties it. Wait a second. Eddie North saying the extra point means that if the Bears kick a field goal, then another touchdown would tie it. I see what you're saying. Well, it'll be interesting. Jack Reston saying, you are rooting for the Vikings. How dare you root for a good play. Just having some fun. We're just having some fun, man. That's literally all we're doing. Mario, I want them to tie. Now there needs to be a tie, says Action Main. Michael in the chat area saying, yes, sir, Jay Jettas, says Mr. Murder. No first down, says CJ. Reading some more comments. Low scorer, says KD Espresso. Jack Reston saying, you are rooting for the Vikings. Sure. Okay, sure. Let's see. I dislike both teams equally, says Spike D. No one more touchdown thrown by McCarthy and one more field goal from Santos. Touchdown just saved my fantasy week, says Fred Moran. I'm with that, Fred. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for that. Eric Pitts saying, I win $5,000 with Jefferson touchdown. Let's go, Eric Pitts. Well done, sir. Show the chat your tats. He's saying, show me your tats. I got a couple, bro. So this is an alchemy circle. Anybody who watches Full Metal Alchemist, this is an alchemy circle, but I put my family zodiac signs on the inside. Just tried. I'm really big on family tattoos. So I got this one here. I've got this rose cuff link right here, 2 blue, 2 red. 2 red for my mom and my sister, 2 blue for my dad and my brother. I've got this tattoo here that says explore. I'm a world traveler. I love to go around the planet of Earth and look at stars and do all kinds of cool stuff and see wildlife. I've got a tattoo on the inside here that says La sangre pesa más que el agua, which is blood is thicker than water. Another family piece. I have a scorpion on my ribs. I have Reptar on my back. I had my first tattoo on my chest here that I got when I was like 16, and the dude was literally eating mushrooms out of a bag. Crazy story. And then I've got a tattoo on my leg of a treble clef, and then just a bunch of other pieces, man. Just a bunch of little pieces that are just scattered over there. But hey, man, why not put art on your temple? Here we go, guys. There's the kick. Here's the return, the 10, the 20, the 25, and a clothesline hit. Oh, my gosh. Is this the WWE? Wilson with a big clothesline right there, dropping the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears going to start this drive now. Looks like at their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Chicago Bears. CSC saying tramp stamp? Shoot. Reptar is dope AF, says Jay Prevorce. Cheers to that, bro. K-Flock saying, yeah, he explained that hella weird, but basically the Vikings are cooked either way. I don't think so. I don't think they are. It's not over. The Vikings defense is still out there. Chicago Bears 17, Minnesota 12. From the 25-yard line, here comes the 4-man rush. Caleb Williams going to get wrapped up. Caleb Williams going to get dropped there. That's what you're waiting for. Javon Hargrave with an 8-yard sack. Ooh, Javon Hargrave, welcome to Minnesota. 2nd down and 18 coming up. Good play there by the Minnesota Vikings, and the Vikings know what's at stake here. As long as this defense can do what they do, they don't need to be that great offensively if they can keep teams under 20 points. If you're only scoring 15, 16, 17 points, your team is at risk of losing. You got to put up more than 20 per game. There's another play, another tackle for a loss right there, and Ivan Pace and Wilson all over it. This brings up a 3rd down and 20, quickly backing up the Chicago Bears. 3rd down and 20 from the 15-yard line, 11 minutes and 15 seconds left to go, and the Chicago Bears going nowhere on this drive. It looks like the Minnesota Vikings are fired up and ready to answer back right now. What up, T-Mac, with that $2.99 super chat? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. 3rd down and 19 is what it says on my TV screen. From the 16-yard line, Williams will wind up and throw, and it's broken up by Andrew Van Ginkel. The pass is incomplete. 4th down coming up now. And the punt team, a quick 3 and out there, guys. Chicago Bears out there on the field for a total of 1 minute. Less than, bro. They had 3 plays, negative 9 yards on that drive. 1 minute and 20 seconds taken off the clock. We'll stop it here. With 10:51 left to go, there's the snap, there's the hold, here's the punt, and the Minnesota Vikings get the football back. Here comes the return. 30, 35, 40, cuts inside, 45, 50, goes across midfield down at the 49, and the Minnesota Vikings looking pretty good right now. Looking pretty good right now. Here we go. Bears are starting to be the same old Bears, says Mr. Wilson. Wow, there's a chance here. I'm surprised. Momo Bien saying it should be 0-17. Paulina saying nice. Mark McKay saying I have a tramp stamp, but my wife doesn't like it. Uncle Bob's Carnivore saying safety? Question mark. Hey, guys, if you're looking for some rules or breakdowns on football, man, check out my website. Check out my website. I have multiple articles that I have personally written. You can check out my website. You can do the pick'ems on footballnationusa.com. You can sign up for our news, our weekly updates. I do a weekly email on Tuesdays. I do the members-only live stream on Tuesdays as well. And right now we're doing a $100 giveaway on this channel. If you want to win or get a chance to win $100, click the link that I just dropped in the chat. Here it is again, guys. Here it is one more time. So these are all the games for week 2. In week 1, we had one person get 15 out of 16 right. I'm going to reach out to that person. I think they should at least get a shirt for getting that close. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was really close, but it's not the full $100. So you can win $100 if you get all of these right, guys. 16 games in week 2. Who's going to win, Washington or Green Bay? Who's going to win that matchup? If you think you know, if you've got your crystal ball, be sure to make your pick'ems happen. Who's going to win this game, guys? Is it going to be the Philadelphia Eagles or the Kansas City Chiefs? How about the Steelers and the Seahawks? If I wasn't a Cowboys fan, I would want to cover this game for sure. If I wasn't a Cowboys fan, I would cover that game 100%. I also really like this Colts game against the Broncos. Daniel Jones throwing a ton. Just what a game for Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts this week. Definitely Chiefs, says Tyreek Joseph. Chiefs just lost in Brazil to the Chargers. Chargers have a game Monday Night Football against the Raiders. I'll be live for this one as well. All right, guys, we're getting back to the action. We got a 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings at the 50-yard line. We'll step away from this. 1st and 10. Vikings with the football. They have half the field to go. 10 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. I hope you guys are having fun. If you are, smash that like button, subscribe, stick around. Let's do this drive. Single back formation. J.J. McCarthy will hand this off to Aaron Jones around the right-hand side, and Aaron Jones running with some aggression there. 2nd down and 1 after a 9-yard pickup. Good run, good strong run right there. 10 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Vikings know that they are within striking distance. How will they handle this? They're going to keep this one on the ground because they're going to hide J.J. McCarthy's arm is kind of what it feels like. But we'll see. 10 minutes and 10 seconds. 2nd down and 1, 41-yard line, Minnesota with the football. J.J. McCarthy under center takes the snap against a 4-man rush. He steps into the pocket. He shoots this one downfield to J.J. It is broken up right there, and it looks like that pass is incomplete. 3rd down coming up, and an injury right now. Someone not happy about this. Uh-oh. So it looks like a Chicago Bears, looks like Wright is going to be down. He's holding his knee. That's a non-contact injury. I wonder what it is. A non-contact injury, that should have been a catch for J.J. McCarthy. And Wright, the man who had the pick 6 earlier in the game, punching the ground right now, holding his left knee. This takes us to a quick commercial break, guys. Let's see what happens when we get back. It will be a 3rd down and 1. Wright, the same man on the Bears defense who had the pick 6 earlier, is now down on the ground holding his left knee and is visibly upset. I think we might have just seen our first ACL injury for the Chicago Bears this season. You never know. You don't know. I am going to speculate, but I'm not going to report that that's what it is. Russell Wilson is washed, says Spike D. Reggio checks in. CJ saying Bears. Why is he hitting the ground? Did he just realize he's on the Bears, says Action Main. Savage. Where do I vote, says Kuhuri HD TV. Are the Vikings cooked? Almost 1,000 people have hit the button there. Almost 1,000 people. Do we have almost 1,000 likes yet? I know, it's annoying. I get it, guys. It's annoying AF when the guy on this side of the screen is asking for likes. But I'm telling you right now, I'm a real person on this side, bro. I'm on this side, and I'm doing this to try and be the best. And this is literally just affirmation for me. If you hit that like button, it lets other people know that this channel doesn't suck, and other people will find this channel just like you guys. So if you're out there, help a brother out, smash that button. Thank you, guys. Okay, Bears fan here. Tyson Bagent is way better, says, oh, really? Let's see. Jeremy says, liked it just for you. Thanks, Jeremy. Cheers to you, man. K-Flock's attorney saying 1 second, JJ will be rattled. Reggio saying, oh, Michael and Marco and family saying, let's beat Tom Grossi. Just one stream where we have more viewership than Tom Grossi this year would be fire, bro. Would be fire. That's a non-contact injury right there. That knee just kind of went out on him. He winced the second that he did that. It was on the stop. He's so upset. Man, they're showing the replay right now. He knows that something bad happened to him. Thank you, Blurry CT. Thank you for checking in. Midnight Hooligan checks into the chat. What up, Midnight Hooligan? Tyson Badgent time says forbidden. Says forbidden out here. Let's see. Appreciate you guys. Who is Tom Grassi? Nice, Gladums. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's the snap, guys. 3rd down and 1. It's a big pressure situation. And oh my goodness, did he get just absolutely drilled. There is a flag on the play. J.J. McCarthy got laid out on that one, but I think it's going to be a holding on the defense, guys. I don't think it's going to be a pass interference. It was before the throw. Maybe illegal contact. Let's find out what it is. The official going to have a quick word here with the back judge, and we're going to find out what the call is. Jalen Naylor was on the run. They're focusing on him. There was definitely some contact before that. He was looking that way. Jalen Naylor definitely looking that way to the back judge. Naylor definitely looking at the back judge like, hey, man, did you not see that? That's going to be the penalty. It'll be an automatic 1st down, guys. It will be against, the Chicago Bears. Holding against the Bears defense. 1st and 10. Here we go. Fresh new set of downs coming up here for the Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 from the Chicago 27. Minnesota in Chicago territory. Here's the snap, dropping back in the pocket. McCarthy will lay this one deep shot downfield. It's caught. Touchdown, Aaron Jones. 27-yard touchdown grab for Aaron Jones. And if you've got Aaron Jones, that just saved your fantasy day. Touchdown, Minnesota. They are now up by 1 on the 27-yard grab, and it looks like McCarthy ain't scared after all. I like it. I love it. It's a good game. We got a game, ladies and gentlemen. Can the Bears offense answer back? Let's go. Oh, man. Don't sleep on Chicago, but now Chicago has to prove that Caleb Williams can actually do this thing. And it looks like they're going to actually go for 2 right now. Skull says T-Mac. I love the super chat. Thank you. There's the snap, dropping back. The blitz coming in. The windup in the throw. And Adam Thielen gets the grab on a 2-point conversion. And the 2-point conversion is good, making it a 20-17 game, meaning that if the Bears get the field goal, it only ties it. We might get overtime today, bro. We might get overtime tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Big Buck saying W for the win. B. Pope saying, I left for 2 minutes. What's happening? Well, what just happened is, looks like J.J. McCarthy threw a beautiful pass to Aaron Jones and then followed it up with a 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, this young man has a ton of confidence. Oh, you can see that look. He's got the eye of the tiger. Yeah, J.J. McCarthy, look at that mean mug, bro. Let's go. J.J. looks like a dog right now. Okay, McCarthy trying to gas everyone up right now. The sideline with it. He's going to lead this team. He might be young, but this man proves on that play right there that Minnesota has what it takes. Caleb Williams sleeping on him. Time to wake up, Caleb. Let's see if Caleb Williams will answer back, guys. By the way, I must have miscalculated. Chicago Bears, it was the challenge. The Bears tried to challenge at one point. Chihuahua, says Zach. The thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. There's the kickoff, guys. It's going to end up being a touchback here. Going to start this drive at the 35-yard line. Chicago Bears get the football, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 35. Chicago going to start this drive. What's up, chat? Justin Anderson saying, duh, Bears. Bauman checking in saying, Vikings cinch. DJ Moore is elite, says Aaron DJ. What up, Aaron DJ? Joshua Lopez saying Bears should have kicked it the first drive. That first drive where they tried to go for it on 4th down, they could have had 3 more points right now. Good memory right there. Kyla saying, I subscribe. Thanks, Kyla, for letting us know. Here we go, guys. Motion on the field. Chicago Bears with the football from the 35-yard line. Motion once again. Caleb Williams takes the snap. He will hand this off, and DeAndre Swift will run straight into Redmond. And Redmond saying, sit down, boy. Sits the man down. Here we go. 9 minutes and 33 seconds left to go. No gain on that play. Chicago Bears need an answer, and they need it quick. They are officially down by 3. This is the first lead of the day, I believe, for the Minnesota Vikings. Yes, this is the first lead of the day here, if I'm not mistaken. Joel Blackwell, thank you very much, sir. Welcome to First Down. Welcome to First Down, Joel Blackwell. Here we go, guys. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left. Here's the snap, dropping back against a 4-man rush. Winds up, sidearm bullet throw, and Rome Odunze picks up 13 yards on 2nd down and 10. That's good for a Chicago Bears. First down. First down for Chicago. A 13-yard gain for Rome Odunze moves the football out to the Chicago 47-yard line. Really good throw from Caleb Williams on that one. That was on the money. That was on the money. Keeps the clock ticking now. Bauman saying this is too close. Eileen Jensen saying, yeah. Mad Steve saying, yep. First down, 1st and 10, 8:25 left to go. Here is the snap, fakes the handoff, dropping back, in trouble. Caleb Williams in a lot of trouble, running around Andrew Van Ginkel. He's still alive. What's he going to do? He will step on the sideline. That pass incomplete. Actually, it's just going to go down as a sack as he was chased backwards and out of bounds. So a loss of 4, 2nd down and 14. 8 minutes and 12 seconds left to go, and that's a rough play there for Caleb Williams, losing sight of his feet right there. I mean, he burned the defense, but definitely on the sideline. Good call from the ref. Good call from the ref. All right, guys, 2nd down and 14, less than 8 minutes left to go in this football game. Bears offense, they've only had 3 points since their opening drive. Yeah, you heard that right. Offensive points since the opening drive. They'll wind up in the throw for Rome Odunze, who is crushed by Jackson, and that pass is incomplete. 3rd down and 14. Chicago with just 3 offensive points since their opening drive. The scoreline, don't let it fool you. Do not let it fool you. You can see Caleb Williams' numbers on one side. You can see all the numbers out there for your top pass catchers. DJ Moore looks like he has just 57 receiving yards on the day, 3 receptions today. Get a pass in. Come on, says Chef's Candy Kitchen. What up, Chef? 3rd down and 14, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the top of the screen and 1 to the bottom. Here's the snap, dropping back. Williams against the blitz will have to wind up, and he overthrows the intended receiver. Caleb Williams under duress against the blitz. Not much you can do when a 7-man rush comes your way, and that pass is incomplete. 4th down and 14, and the Minnesota Vikings will get the football back. The punt team coming out, and Caleb Williams rolling his eyes as if it's anybody's fault. Okay, guys, 4th down and 14, 7 minutes and 38 seconds. Waiting for the snap right now. The punt team going to send this back over to the Chicago Bears. During this next commercial break, we'll read some comments. We got Chef with a $5 super chat. It looks like that one was blocked. A blocked punt. Who's going to get down on top of it? A good blocked punt from the Minnesota Vikings, and it gets better and better for Minnesota. 7 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. They will take over at the 32-yard line. 7:24 taking over at the 32. The punt blocked. Let's read that quick comment right now. Hey, need 10 passing yards from Williams to bag my 6-leg parlay, says Chef Candy Kitchens. Dude, cheers to you, man. I hope that you get those 10 yards. I bet that you will get those 10 yards. I bet that you will get those 10 yards. All right, guys, so this is going to be a change of possession. A blocked punt. Going to take us to a quick commercial break. Let's read some of these comments. Blocked punt. Let's read some of these comments checking in right now. The Bears punt was blocked. Oh, looks like no commercial break after all. Let's get back to it. So 1st and 10 now for the Minnesota Vikings at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Minnesota at the 32. There's a handoff to Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason on 1st and 10 will pick up a ton of yardage. Looks like a 19-yard pickup for Jordan Mason. 1st down, Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10, taking the football quickly from their own 32-yard line to the Chicago 48. That's a 19-yard gain. Let's go. This is not good, says Action Main. Let's go, Mason, says Dave Paolucci. What up, Dave? Chewy in here saying, let's go, Vikings. Brian Adams saying, took the under on all the receiving props. Let's go. Bears are trash, says Ben. Well, it's not over till it's over, guys. Here we go. Anybody can win. It's a good game. It's a 3-point game. And on 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line, the handoff to Jordan Mason, it results in no gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up now. 2nd down and 10 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. We'll get this nice and caught up. Thank you guys for watching this stream. Happy Monday, guys. Whether you're a Vikings fan, a Bears fan, a Steelers fan, or a smelly Browns fan, you guys are awesome. Just kidding, Browns fans. We all know it's the Giants fans that are the smelly ones. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation, trips to the right, 1 to the left. Motion on the field. Justin Jefferson, that's actually Adam Thielen on the move. Winding up and throwing. Catch is going to be made by T.J. Hawkinson on 2nd down and 10. Looks like a pickup of 9. 3rd down and 1 coming up. 3rd down. 3rd down and 1 with 5:50 left to go, ladies and gentlemen. Skull, says Kevin. There are no Browns fans, says Action Main. J.J. McCarthy, 11 of 18 tonight, guys. 122 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and 1 interception. He has 17 fantasy football points. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. The camera is zoomed in on Caleb Williams, the #1 overall pick in last year's draft, struggling to get the job done. Motion on the field. Looks like a good block on that left-hand side for T.J. Hawkinson. Will give Aaron Jones just enough space to pick up the 1 yard they needed on 3rd down and 1. It's going to be a gain of 1. It brings up a fresh new set of downs. 1st down, Minnesota. 1st and 10 to the Chicago 39. The Minnesota Vikings are marching right now. Minnesota Vikings, this quarter, 126 total yards of offense. Meanwhile, the Chicago Bears this quarter, -1 yard of offense. -1. 1st and 10 coming up right now. J.J. McCarthy under center, waiting for the snap in the single back formation. He takes it. He hands this off. Aaron Jones steps on it. He gets out to about the 34-yard line. A gain of 6, 2nd down. A gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 coming up right now. Here we go. Okay, guys, the Bears in trouble right now. 4:20 left to go. You know what that means. You know what that means. So let's go ahead and end this one. It looks like the Vikings ain't cooked just yet, guys. Looks like the Vikings ain't cooked just yet. 2nd down and 7. 4:04 left to go. Motion on the field. Looks like we've got JJ under center. He fakes the handoff. Here's the block, the windup, the throw, the catch made. Aaron Jones stays in bounds, going out of bounds after picking up the 1st down. It was a 2nd down and 6. And he will pick up 11. That results in a 1st down. It does stop the clock with 3:52 left to go. And the Minnesota Vikings are in control right now. LOL, I know 420, says Peter Hahn. I know 420, says Peter Hahn. Okay, guys, who are you rooting for? Are you rooting for the Vikings? Or are you rooting for the Bears? Duh, Bears. Here we go. Jordan Mason, the single back on 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line, will get stuffed on that play. 2nd down. 2nd down coming up, and we know that this Bears defense is very, very good inside of the red zone. We've seen the graphic multiple times tonight, guys. We saw the graphic multiple times. Those of you who are doing fantasy football, I have stats here for you. If this looks too small, you can put your fingers on the screen and actually zoom in on these numbers, guys. Also, you can zoom in on the drive chart down below if you don't want to look at my face, bro. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. A 2nd down and 11 after the 1-yard loss from Jordan Mason. Vikings with the football from the 25. McCarthy takes the snap. He winds up and throws. Justin Jefferson, a couple blocks. Justin Jefferson will pick up 10 yards on 2nd and 11. 3rd down and 1 coming up after the JJ catch. 2 minutes and 59 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 1. Why did the clock stop? I don't quite know, but the clock has stopped. timeout called by the Chicago Bears here. 1 timeout remains for the Chicago Bears. They want to have some time after this. They are down by 3 right now. Chicago, Ben Johnson right now looking to get his first career win as a head coach. I like the way the Chicago Bears started that opening drive. Everything looked great, and then it's like everything went out the window after that opening drive. Like, why didn't you just stick to that formula? 3rd down and 1. This drive so far, 8 plays, 54 yards. It's taken 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Play clock down to 15. Here are the Minnesota Vikings on a short down right here. 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Inside the red zone in Chicago Bears territory. Will they be able to score? There's the handoff. McCarthy's going to run it himself. McCarthy takes it all the way, and McCarthy gets the touchdown. A rushing touchdown on the play. 14 rushing yards. It's good. Touchdown, Minnesota Vikings. Wow. A 14-yard touchdown right there, and the Minnesota Vikings get another one. This makes it a difficult position for the Chicago Bears. Talk about flipping the game on its head. Talk about counting your chickens before they're hatched. This is insanity right there. A beautiful play action. There's the extra point attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good. And it's a 10-point game in favor of Minnesota now. Came alive late, says Spike D. They sure did. 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to go, and it's a 2-possession game now in favor of Minnesota. Chicago Bears doing the most Chicago Bear thing, doing so well to start this game. J.J. McCarthy, how did he get that all the way in? Well done, bro. Well done, J.J. Caleb, most observed adjective, struggling, says Bills. What up, Bills? Omar Valdez saying, I like the way you get excited. I like the way I get excited too. I hate the way I lose my voice when I do it. Which, it's starting to go, and it's just week 1. So we'll have to pace ourselves. We'll have to make sure we take care of the vocal cords moving forward right now. 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. Thielen has no yards. Let's scroll down just a hair. Adam Thielen, 1 target, no receptions in this one, my friend. I'm only showing probably the top 3 receivers at this point, so we can get as much data as possible out here. But Adam Thielen, no, he has no yards at all. 1 target, 0 receptions. And J.J. McCarthy is kind of slowly having himself a day. 25 fantasy points in his very first game of the NFL so far. 25 fantasy points so far. Here comes Caleb Williams with 16 fantasy points for whatever it is. Thank you, Brandy, for taking care of that. Feel free to block whoever dropped that out there as well. Thank you very much. Warm salt water, lots of rest, says Albert. We are getting all of the spam bots checking in right now. Okay. Let's go into the spam bots and just do some moderating here, because we're going to have to do some moderating for sure now. Okay. I knew this was going to happen. 1st and 10 coming up, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Here's the snap, dropping back. Caleb Williams airs it out. There's a deep shot, and it's caught. Cole Kmet, a one-handed grab for the Chicago Bears, and that's a monster play right there. Cole Kmet with a 31-yard grab. Almost did not catch it, but he definitely did. Wrap that sucker up. 1st and 10 across midfield at the 34. Caleb Williams shoots to the end zone, wide open, and overthrows DJ Moore. Wide open, Caleb. What was that? He was wide open, bro. How do you miss him on that play? There was nobody next to DJ Moore from like 5-6 yards, and yet he's still. Okay. Here we go. 30 more yards for Williams, says Mark McKay. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. We've got a 2nd down and 10 coming up after the incomplete pass. Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears inside of Minnesota Vikings territory at the 34-yard line. Williams takes the snap. Williams fires. That pass overthrown. One of the most common phrases I say for every Caleb Williams pass. Overthrown, overthrown, overthrown. I say it all the time, man. It's kind of crazy. Chef Candy, thank you. I got $6K profit. Thanks for tipping your bartender out here, Chef's Candy Kitchen. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for tipping your bartender tonight, bro. Cheers. 3rd down and 10. That's what I'm calling your super chat. I'm calling it tipping the bartender. Here's the snap on 3rd down and 10. Caleb Williams fires. Caleb Williams, no good. They keep shooting for the end zone. Don't know why. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. Maybe it's an automatic 1st down right now for the Chicago Bears, and they'll get excited for this one. Caleb Williams, illegal contact on the defense. It will be an automatic 1st down right now against the Minnesota Vikings. It's going to be illegal contact. Yikes. Okay, guys. So, fresh new set of downs coming up for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 as we approach the 2-minute warning. We got 2:16 left to go. Chicago Bears, not only will they have to score, they're also going to have to kick a field goal. 2:16 left to go. They're showing blitz on the Minnesota Vikings side. 29-yard line, 1st and 10 coming up for Chicago. Chicago takes the snap. There it is. Caleb Williams will fire. Catch is made. Oh, my gosh. No. There are multiple flags on the play, and DJ Moore is down, and Caleb Williams is down, and there are – DJ Moore does not look okay. DJ Moore looks like he had his head just torn off right now. Flag on the play, guys. This is going to be an automatic 1st down for the Chicago Bears, but DJ Moore looks like he got absolutely hospital balled on that one. Caleb Williams just put his best receiver in the hospital on that throw, man. There's a roughing the passer against Ivan Pace Jr. This will be an automatic 1st down right here. DJ Moore injured during the play. Well, time to target Odunze. Moore absolutely crushed on that one. Oh, no. So close to 1,000 likes, says Brandy. Okay, how close are we, Brandy? How close are we to 1,000 likes? If I don't say anything else for the rest of the game, will we get there? I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. Okay, 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this one, guys. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this one. I broke. Caleb Williams coming out here one more time. After that one, DJ Moore, I don't know if he's going to be okay, but DJ Moore is definitely down right now. Ryan Smith letting me know, never good to see a player get hurt. Thank you guys so much. You're better off playing checkers, says CSC. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. He's doing a holdout, says Legendary Bro. We've seen it happen. Looks like DJ Moore is okay, but he'll probably be in the concussion protocol after that, man. His head got rocked. He's unbuckling his helmet right now. DJ Moore coming off the field right now. He is slow to walk. Oh, yeah, DJ Moore slow to walk right now. He is definitely rocked. He'll probably miss next week right now. DJ Moore holding himself up, but only barely. Thank you, Midnight Hooligan, for letting me know. Thank you, guys. This is our first live stream this year to hit 1,000 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. High fives to everybody. Thank you, guys, for all your support today. I appreciate y'all watching this one here, but it worked, says Legendary Bro. It worked. It's crazy that it worked, says Gladams. I think he'll probably be in the concussion protocol, guys. He does not look okay. 3 points offensively since the opening drive for the Chicago Bears. Let's get back to the action. We still have a 2-minute warning timeout. From the 15-yard line, we are inside the red zone. The Chicago Bears here. Empty backfield. Looks like Caleb Williams by himself. 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Here is the snap. Williams will drop. Williams against the 4-man rush. Steps up through the pocket. Williams will scramble to the pylon, and Williams will go for it. Is he in? There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. It should be good for a touchdown, but let's find out what the flag is. If it's a touchdown, I will hit it. If not, if we got a holding on the offense, that's going to be frustrating here. Caleb Williams ran for it. Got pushed there. Does he get it? Ooh, he does not. I don't think he did get it. It'll be a first and inches. It'll be a first down and inches here if that's the case. Yeah, I don't think he crossed that. I don't think he crossed the line. It's not going to be good enough for a touchdown. It'll still be short. Waiting for the call from the officials. Waiting for the call from the officials to find out what this one is. It's an official review coming up right now. So let's find out what it is. It's not going to take very long, guys. It's going to be a first down for the Chicago Bears. It will be a first and goal coming up. There's no way they're going to give him a touchdown for that one. Give it to him, says Eye to Eye. I don't think they're going to give it to him, bro. I don't think they're going to give it to him. I don't think they're going to give it to him. First and goal coming up. 2:04 left to go. The score is 27-17. Chicago Bears with the football right now. They are going to get a fresh new set of downs, but it's not a touchdown, which is really what they needed. So, nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, first down, Chicago Bears. After the Chicago Bears score, which I'm inclined to believe that the Chicago Bears will score on this drive, they will need to recover an onside kick because they don't have enough timeouts remaining to play the timeout game against the Minnesota Vikings. So, 2:05 left to go. They do still have that 2-minute warning. Would come in to help if they can get this play off in less than 5 seconds. 2:05 left to go. 2:05 left to go. You're watching Football Nation. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream with me. It is honestly first and goal from like an inch out. It's very, very close here. First and goal, Caleb Williams under center. A man in motion right now. That's DeAndre Swift. He fakes the toss. He winds up. He throws. It is in. Catch is made. Touchdown, Odunze. And that's good for 6 points on the board. Let's go, Chicago Bears. And the Chicago Bears get 6 points, but are they cooked? But are the Chicago Bears cooked? Will they be grilling Bear in Chicago right now? Gotta practice it, says Eye to Eye. Touchdown for the Bears. Caleb Williams finds Odunze in the end zone right there. That is a 1-yard touchdown pass. And if you have Odunze, his stock definitely just went up with the injury to DJ Moore. Here comes the extra point attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is now 24-27. 24-27. It's a 3-point game with 2:02 remaining. Here comes the kickoff for the Chicago Bears. They're going to send this back to the Minnesota Vikings. But it feels like the Chicago Bears are just about done, man. It was close. It was close, close, close. But c'est la vie, my friend, c'est la vie. They should have taken that field goal, says Momo Bien. Very interesting, says Mad Steve. JJ Nealett says PB&J Cooking. They only have. Well, we've got the onside kick coming. There will be an onside kick after this one. Jalen needs to score, says Njao Gathra. CJ saying not yet. Time for another Viking score. F the Queens, says Donkey. The Queen is dead. The Queen is dead, my friend. Ben Johnson is for real, son, says Max Fire Fantasy Report. Mr. Max Fire Fantasy Report. What's up, homie? Fist bumps to you, dude. Thanks for checking in for another live stream, guys. Welcome. Thank you, Emery, saying great show tonight. You deserve the 1,000 likes. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves this Monday Night Football. 2:02 remaining in this football game. An onside kick, not happening. It looks like the Chicago Bears have done the math, and they're going to kick this one back. Maybe the Chicago Bears will have opposite luck and do what the Washington Commanders did to them last season and throw a 50-yard Hail Mary touchdown pass. Cairo Santos to send this one back to the Minnesota Vikings. 2:02 left to go. If I'm Cairo Santos, I'm putting this through the back of the end zone and forcing them to get a play before the 2-minute warning. So here's the kickoff. I don't care if it puts them wherever. This goes all the way back. It will be returned, though. Not enough leg for Cairo Santos. And so they're not going to get that 2-minute warning. That might have been the biggest difference right now. There's the big thumbs up from O'Connell. And Ben Johnson not happy about it. 1:59 left to go. Honestly, Cairo Santos should have kicked that thing out of bounds. He should have not given them a chance to return at all, because with 2:02 remaining, they would have to get one play off, and then you get one clock stoppage. I think at this point, they can probably just take the knee. I know the Bears have the one timeout remaining, but it would have been smart for the Chicago Bears to just make sure no matter what that the Chicago Bears could not return that kick. Or that the Minnesota Vikings could not return that kick. So, more scrolling text at the bottom of the screen, guys. Need to get used to updating this as well. The NFC scrolling by at the bottom. Washington Commanders are 1-0. The Philadelphia Eagles are 1-0. Both the Cowboys and the Giants are 0-1 after week 1. In the NFC North, the Green Bay Packers handled the Detroit Lions pretty well here. Chicago going at it right now with the Minnesota Vikings. Both these teams 0-0. That 59-yard field goal to end the half is looking good now, says Emery. Garbage kick for real, says JC. Bad coaching today, says Mike, for sure. Mario is cooking, says PB&J. Cooking. PB&J is cooking. Mario is cooking. You're watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. Guys, FN Football Nation, you get it? Let's effing go. Okay, this game is almost over. We are in the twilight of this game. If you have not signed up for this week's Pick'em, guys, I'm giving away $100 if you play. So if you can get all 16 of these right, you can win $100 in week 2. I'm giving away $100 every week if someone can get all of these right. So if you get them right, you'll win $100. There are rules and conditions. Everything is listed out there. But if you click on my website, you can check out my website, and I'll be here. By the way, guys, if you do like doing your sports betting, if you are a fan of sports betting and you've been playing DraftKings but you've never played Underdog or Sleeper, you can use our links on this channel. It does help support this channel, so anytime you sign up using one of the links that I drop in the chat, it does give a small commission out to the channel. But I want to say in advance to anybody who's curious about that, even if you just click it and look at it, thank you guys, because that is a positive sign. So thank you guys. A $10 super chat coming in from Sheffy, Mr. Chef's or Mrs. Chef's. Chef's Candy Kitchen. I love candy, by the way. Sour candy. Sour Patch Kids are my go-to with chili powder, and I'm about that life. That's my thing. Okay, getting back to this game, I'll turn that sound off. 1st and 10 coming up. Minnesota Vikings to finish this game off. We'll hand this off to Jordan Mason. Mason around the right-hand side will get out to about the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7 coming up. 2nd down and 7. Sour Patch Kids for the win. That's it right there. Sour Patch Kids for the win, 100%. It's not and goal. Let's update this one. 2nd down and 7 with 1:47 left to go. Chicago Bears will use their final timeout. 1:47 left to go. This game almost over here. Bears need a stop. They need to get it quickly. Bears need a stop. The Bears need to get it quickly. Oh, man. Here we go. Bears 24. Minnesota Vikings 27. $100 is $100, bro. I'm giving it away for free if someone can get it right. That's why I drop it in the link. Here we go. Single back formation. Jordan Mason is the running back in once again. Waiting for the snap. McCarthy takes it. Hands this to Mason. Mason around the right-hand side. No gain. 3rd down and 7. No timeouts remaining for the Chicago Bears. So here comes a 3rd down. They're going to take all the time in the world with this one. And the Chicago Bears maybe will get 20 seconds if this all works out the way that they're hoping. Maybe we'll get 20 seconds. They'll stop the clock here. Yeah, maybe we'll get 20 seconds. Maybe. We'll see. A field goal is all they need, though. One big play, clock it. One small play puts you in field goal range. Cairo Santos honestly screwed this one up by letting the Minnesota Vikings return that kick. This would have been one less clock stoppage here. Timeout called by the Minnesota Vikings. That stops the clock with 1:02. 1:02. Imagine if they had an extra 40 seconds on top of it. Clock, says Teddy Bear. Very close game. See ya, Football Nation, says Donkey. 49ers should have not gotten rid of Jordan Mason. He's a beast. He's looking pretty good right now, Ricardo. Come on, overtime. Who has the ball? It is indicated by this little logo right here, my friend. Minnesota Vikings with the football, 3rd down and 7. Dave Tatum with a $10 super chat. Dave Tatum, thank you very much, my friend. Every penny helps. Thank you, Dave. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So, Minnesota Vikings, 1:02 on the clock. The snap, the handoff. Jordan Mason up the middle will pick up a yard. It becomes 4th down. We get a 4th down and 6, 4th down and 5 right now. And this is going to go all the way. So they are going to take their sweet time. Looks like they're probably going to take – I'm going to speed this up. So looks like a 15-second difference, 14-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. The play clock winding down. The Chicago Bears not going to get a lot of time at all on this final one. The General Z with a $2 super chat. What up, Gen Z? General Z in the house. Cheers to you. Salute. I salute you, General. Take the penalty, says Mad Steve. They don't need to. They've got the timeout. They'll take the timeout and then pin them at the 5-yard line. So this game is almost over, guys. 79% is what it says on ESPN. Chance to win this one. 16 seconds left to go. I shouldn't have let the clock keep going. They will punt. It will be a 4th down. The Vikings will punt to the Chicago Bears. Fender Breeze, you are welcome, my friend. I got you, Fender. Jason Zeng, welcome back. Welcome back. The 411 saying another L for the Bears. Sheena Scott, what's up? Donkey, what's up? Spike D in the house. Brittany in the house. Eye to Eye in the house. Here comes the punt team for the Minnesota Vikings with 16 seconds left to go. Here's the snap. Here is the kick. This one going deep now, and this will be to the 20. Signaled a fair catch with 9 seconds left to go. Took 6 seconds off the clock. A 7-second punt. I don't see it happening. What's up, Sheena Scott? Welcome back. What's up, says Blake Dummy. What up, Blake? Chris Angler saying, let's go Vikings. Sam O'Day saying, and McCaffrey will win the opener. Charlie Hustle saying, love. What up, Charlie Hustle? I see you guys. Okay, 9 seconds left to go. Unless Caleb Williams gets a 45-yard play right here, right now, or a touchdown play, which could happen, but they are playing prevent. They are playing prevent defense. All they need to do is get to the 50 really right now. No, they're going to need more than that. Cairo Santos doesn't have quite the leg. Here we go, guys. Play clock down to 5. You got to get the snap off. DJ Moore is in there. Here's the snap. It's off of DJ Moore on accident. Multiple flags coming in. DJ Moore runs out of bounds. So, Chicago Bears have the football, 1st and 10. It's going to be a flag on the play with 5 seconds left to go. Illegal shift on the Chicago Bears. Repeat 1st down. First and 10 becomes first and 15. They have 5 seconds left to go, and this would be the biggest throw of Caleb Williams' entire life. This is going to end up being a lateral game. This is going to be a lateral game. They're going to be throwing the football backwards, maybe trying to get this one in, but you never know. 5 seconds left to go. Here we go. Final play of the game. Final play of the game. Trips to the left. Odunze alone to the right from the 15-yard line. Chicago takes the snap. Odunze gets the catch. He tosses to DJ Moore. DJ Moore breaks through. DJ Moore in trouble. Will throw it backwards. Too late right there. It is recovered this time, and that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. Final score is there. Chicago Bears 24. Minnesota Vikings will win this one. Minnesota hangs on. Minnesota finds a way to come back to win. And the final score, Minnesota 27, Chicago Bears 24. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream with me. Yo, we do this not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times a week. So if you don't have access to the games for whatever reason, maybe it's not in your region, maybe it's not in your area, maybe you pay for football but you don't have ESPN, or whatever it is, guys, whatever your reason for watching this live stream, thank you guys for being here. I am here week in and week out for you guys to make sure that y'all are enjoying yourselves. I'm going to hang out with y'all for just a few minutes here. It's 10:30 p.m. in San Antonio, Texas. So if anybody's got any questions, I'm here for you guys. Let's chit-chat. Initial reactions. We're going to talk initial reactions here. So, Caleb Williams came out looking pretty sharp, man. Caleb Williams came out here looking pretty sharp, but he fizzled out quickly, and the exact opposite happened for J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy came out, and he was looking a little sheepish, right? Not so confident in his ability, but all of a sudden he starts connecting on a couple of passes. He finishes the night 13 of 20. He finishes the night 13 of 20. He has 143 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, just 1 interception, 25 fantasy points on the day. That's what happens when everyone doubts the rookie quarterback, says Gary McDonald. Jay Prevorse saying new ESPN is worth the money, says Jay Prevorse. Let's see. Slurp saying Bears are done, same old Bears. Bauman saying, anyone know who I am? What's up, Bauman? Doink says, boy, offline. What up? Eileen in the house saying, good night, Brandy. Good night, Brandy. Buenos nachos to y'all. Good night, everyone. Good night, country. Good night to all the moderators. Good night to everybody watching this live stream. Any words of wisdom before I fire this 5.8 up? I don't know what that 5.8 is. What's your 5.8? Bauman, I see you out there. 413 M. Bear asked. Oof. Philippines. Interesting way to spell Philippines. Spike D said, like you said, Mario, Caleb overthrows the ball way too often, and he's excited being under the gun. Happens a lot, though, dude, doesn't it? Doesn't it happen all the time? God bless Maine from New Mexico. Camel TV, thank you for checking in, bro. Julie Grafton saying good night. Mosef Stalin saying good night. Thank you. Cheryl saying good night. Thank you, Cheryl, for checking in and leaving a chat. Jason Zhang saying good game, Mario. See you Thursday. I will be here on Thursday, my friend. I'm hurt, not going to lie, says Mac Attack. Sorry, Mac Attack. Sorry, Mac Attack. Duquette's Beats saying, have a good one. Beers, cheers. What's up, man? Appreciate that. Ricardo saying, great game. Thank you, Ricardo. Salud. Thank you for that $5 super chat at 5:30 a.m. all the way out there in Norway. A little different than the basketball games, isn't it? It's got a different feel. It's got a different vibe than the basketball games for sure. Jack Bunn saying, I've been listening to you for the past 2 nights working on my Ford. Love it, dude. Cheers to you. Love that, man. Glad that you're enjoying the content, dude, because sometimes people will, let's see, sometimes people, you know, they'll just be checking in and they can't actually watch the screen, so they're just listening to it. It's meant to be a color radio broadcast, but radio broadcast is part of the description that I put for it. So if I'm not giving you clear audio and painting a verbal picture, then I failed at my job. So I appreciate that you're able to listen to my content while working on your personal project while this happens. Robert Heffler saying, same old Bears, go Steelers. Good game, says Cantor, can't get right, 17. I see you, Josiah. Cheers to you, bro. Fist bumps, bro. Brandy saying 26 subs from goal, I think. Honestly, we blew past our goal. The goal for tonight was just 39,000, so we did pretty good on this live stream. I think we picked up like 400 subscribers today, so that's a good place to be. Thank you, Matthew. See you Thursday. Great stream, says David Baco. Thank you, PB&J Cooking. I'm here for you guys. SOB, same old Bears, says the General Z. Fun stream again. All right, guys, one last time before I hang this all up for the week. Everybody will always get a chance to get the Thursday night game. I will be giving you guys the Thursday night game, but don't forget to sign up for your Week 2 Pick'ems. No winner in Week 1, but I will be reaching out to Joey and making sure that he gets a little bit of something for this one. But be sure to sign up for the Pick'ems, guys. Here's the link one last time. It is free to play. It is free to play, guys, and I'm giving out $100 to someone who can get all of these games right. Easier said than done, but it'll be the easiest $100 you ever won. All right, guys. Thank you very much, Keith. Cheers to you. That's it. That's all I've got, guys. I am off. I'm going to go hang out with my family. It's been a fantastic night. It's been a really good Week 1 for football, and we'll be live for Week 2 on Thursday night. I'll be live for the channel members sooner than that, but that's a different note. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, my name is Mario Manuel. You're watching Football Nation. Let's effing go. Peace out, guys.